Yeah, okay. Death Stranding, huh? Yeah, I have the best background. So, Death Stranding. Everyone's got different opinions about Death Stranding, which makes sense. Opinions are all we really can have on games. So, I thought I'd just, since I've been playing it anyway, I'd just do a little stream and just play some game. Talk about what I like about it, I guess, or what maybe what I don't like. These are just my opinions. Feel free to form your own. That's good. But yeah, really, I just wanted to load it up and just play some game, because really, that's all I've been doing.
Scanning bridges ID.
God, the sound is horrible out of these headphones.
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
It's Sam Bridges. Hello. I don't really know where to start. I guess I start with... Let's go to the private room. Let's start here. It's really loud in my headphones. Oh god. So, I don't know, what kind of a game is it? Where the Homo Demon's at? It's a walking sim. Which is... yeah. It's like... I'm having a hard time forming thoughts because I can't hear myself under these headphones. So it's like...
Good morning, Sam.
Here I am in Sam's room, where you got your like weapon rack and your stuff, and your weird jar baby, and your cans of really high def Monster Energy drink. These are incredible. Look at those. I got a hat. Is the company named after him? Okay, so so the company Bridges. So let's see if I can remember any background. I've been playing this for like 6 hours, so I've still got plenty more to learn about the story. But effectively, what happened at some point is an event called the Death Stranding occurred, which changed the way the relationship between the living and the dead works. And after that point, there were some people, a company called Bridges, run by the president, Miss Strand, who wanted to reconnect America and kind of rebuild networks and get all the data shared between places again. Imagine a world where, like in the olden days, there was no like email or anything like that. We had to send everything by hand, and you'd have to wait for responses and all that. So they're trying to connect other places up, and Sam Porter Bridges, his actual name is Sam Strand, but because he wants to disassociate from his mother, who is the president, he changed his name to Bridges. Right? Okay. So the gameplay itself is effectively walking sim. There's more to it than that. It's interesting. It's like you're not just walking from A to B delivering stuff. That is the point of your deliveries. Like you've got to get things from A to B, but you have to think about how you stack those objects and counterbalance things. And while you're walking, you may, take a sharp turn with a tall load on your head, and you'll have to kind of pull yourself to the side. That's really all there is to it. It's interesting that some people consider this too many mechanics. I've heard that a few places. But to me, I'll have to show you it in action, but to me, those little mechanics, those little things, are the difference between running from A to B on a flat world where I just like Assassin's Creed over everything, and actually having to think about what I do and have some agency and, you know, get into Sam's shoes sort of thing. It's difficult. And it's one of those games that's not going to be for everyone. Absolutely. A lot of people probably aren't going to like it, but if you like chill games, if you like to just take your time and think about what you're doing in different segments, and then occasionally get some really interesting story and some really, really well acted cutscenes and stuff. And why are you pointing over there? That's cool. I don't know. I guess I just have to play it and you can think for yourself. He wanted to disassociate himself from his mother by renaming himself to his mother's company they works for. I know. I don't. It's whatever. It's all on the nose. We should have these mechanics in Arma 3. Hello, Illuminati Cat Galaxy. Welcome to the stream. I'm just here, and thank you for that bit. I'm just here to give a couple of little impressions. Also, I didn't hear that bit notification. Alright, I'm going to swap my headphone port over. It means I'll get a slight audio delay, but you know, needs must. Okay. I gotta go best, but you gotta go a few points. Good night. Alright, I've only just started, but okay, thanks. I said I put my opinion in all, but I would just say, for me at least, it's less about there being too many systems, more about systems just not being fun. So yeah, again, this is one of those things that's very subjective. Hey! I don't find the systems at all egregious. Like, they don't get in, they don't get in the way of me playing. They're just a thing that I do while I'm playing it. Like, holding the straps of your bag, it just feels natural. Please get away from the mirror, Norman. I want to do something else. Thank you. Norman, please. This is a game where Norman Reedus does a lot of acting. You can have a shit. We're going to take a shit. It's the first thing we do today. And that gives us a grenade made from our bodily excretions that will work against BTs. Yeah. So
that should suffice. Glad to see everything's in good working order. The latest in our line of EX grenades. I give you the number 2. As you may have surmised, this model was produced with various extracts refined from your fecal matter. We suspect that your regular consumption of cryptobiotes has led you to excrete certain compounds that may prove especially effective against BTs. If you would like us to produce more, you need only furnish us with the requisite raw materials via your private room's toilet. I look forward to your feedback.
So, these little bits of world building, of trying to explain away the technology, you know, you've got like... What are you doing, Norman? You've got... Would you stop? You get like emails from people you've delivered things to, all this stuff that you can read in the menus. I like this sort of stuff in games. I'm one of the people that likes Final Fantasy XIII because I think it has one of the most finely crafted, weird, esoteric, futuristic fantasy sci-fi worlds I've ever seen. And most people won't get that because they don't go in and read all this extra world building stuff. And I understand that completely. People want to play games, not just read, but there's so much to this that I like, just like small things. Like we learn all about Corellium and what it is, what is chiral symmetry. I haven't read these yet, and I'm gonna have to go back and read them. You know, what's a bridge baby? What are the cryptobiotes? it's interesting how much of their own world these people don't understand, but they're trying to figure it out, and you can help them by connecting different places and, you know, getting data and stuff like that. So, can you traverse the whole? I should say it's probably a condensed version, but so far I've walked pretty far and I've only gotten to where that star is on the right. It's glowing a bit. It is a bit different when you're streaming, and this is why I'm not going to go into all this stuff here. Like, this is one of those... This is one of those things where this isn't a game that you can... like, if you wanted to get this game and then, like, speed run through the story, I'm sure you'd enjoy the story. You might not enjoy the gameplay. It would be like, okay, when's the next bit of story? When's the next bit of story? And for those reasons, I think it would be difficult to stream it. But most of the enjoyment of the game for me is coming from the kind of world building and the lore and all this really interesting sci-fi stuff that, yeah, you couldn't read it all on stream. It would take you an eternity. You read most of the ME1 codex. ME1. Mass Effect. Ah, okay. I've not played it. I've played like 20 minutes of Mass Effect. Oh, that's impressive. It's a very narrative-heavy game. This engine, by the way, is the same engine they used on The Witcher, I believe. I heard that somewhere. Maybe I was dreaming. So I found this memory chip. Nobody told me about memory chips. I just saw one in the world. I picked it up, and it gives you, you know, it's like, oh, it's a Seven Samurai. People like this movie, and this is how it's relevant to the world. Like, this is just Kojima's having a little wank fest over the stuff that he likes, I guess, but... I don't know, I've been harping on about... I'm trying to find a way to introduce this, you know, but I think the best thing is if I just go out and play it. Right, so here's a good thing. I'm going to slam some of these higher res cans of Monster Energy. Because this will increase my stamina bar. TM, Monster Energy. Bye now, TM. First 2 great, 3 is decent. All the rest are garbo trash pile manure. Fair. Yeah, Dystopia happened, at least we still have Monster. Classic kind of weird things you expect in Metal Gear product placement. Or say Kojima game product placement. You have a flask that automatically refills when you touch water, and it converts your water into a Monster Energy drink, and I'm just like, fine, I accept this as part of the world, whatever. It's America in the future. You're at odds when it comes to putting lore dumps in game over in additional text. That's why Destiny suffered. Destiny did suffer, but it suffered because the lore dumps in the text just weren't enough either, and it had 0 cutscenes. Can the toilet make a spunk bomb? Haven't done that yet. So I don't know. Look, let's just go outside. Oh wait, yeah, you get these weird little figures when you complete story beats as well. Look. BT Army Man. That's great. You didn't shake baby? No, I could do that here if you like. Don't really shake. Soothe baby. Right. It's coming out of my... Right, okay. Couple things. First of all, look. It makes a little baby mobile out of your weird doodad there. Which I kind of like. That's a nice fun detail. So, the baby screams out of the microphone of your controller. You can change it to be in your TV, which I'm glad they allowed me to do. You can soothe the baby by moving your controller up and down, or by gently pressing R2 if you change it to that, so you don't have to use the motion control for that either, which is nice. If I shake it like crazy... Oh, baby doesn't like that. Oh no, he's Yeah, he's panicking now. Look, here you go, baby. Here you go. I understand why this mechanic is in the game, but this is one of those ones where I do think it is a little bit much. Video games are great. So I'm Sam. Hi.
Hello. Hello. Don't mind me.
I'm just gonna yell in case anyone responds, which they probably won't in here. Let's see if there's a quest so I can kind of do some of the gameplay loop here. Okay, so I've got orders from this place. Power supply unit delivery to wind farm. That's going even further west. So my main kind of goal is to go west. And as I go further west, I get more story. And I'm trying to get to the west side of America to find Amelia, who's being kept prisoner and needs to be the next president or whatever. Construction bridge. Here we go. Here's a little quest that's really close by, and it's just to build a bridge. From Die Hardman. It's giving me that, so let's take this.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying
I'm not going to ruin the baby thing.
After which you'll have to supply
yeah.
additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort. Give it a try.
Okay, so this quest is to build a bridge. In order to build a bridge, I need a PCC. I've already got one, I think, but I'll make another one anyway. So that's fabricated using parts, resins, metals, and crystals, which I've found lying around as I've come towards this base. Each base has its own set of materials, which makes sense because, you know, you don't have some kind of magical network transferring materials in and out. You have to take them to the base and recycle them there. And then if you want to take them to another base, you can carry them there yourself. Stuff like that. So, what is this? This is 200 metals. I don't need 200 metals. Oh, do I? To build the bridge, I guess I need metals. Okay, I'll carry these with me. So, this is kind of the game's split into different phases. And this is your kind of prep phase. This is a bit like in Monster Hunter where you've got to decide which items to bring with you. But rather than you being able to just go, yeah, here's the button that I press and it gives me my loadout all again, I have to think about the size and shape of my stuff and where I want to put it. Generally, I'm just going to stick it on my back. Oh god, that's a lot of things. So, yeah, you can stick it on your back, but obviously it gets taller and makes it more difficult for Sam to walk around. It means that more often I'm going to have to balance him when I go around sharp turns and stuff. I can stick it on the tool rack there, which is fine, it's like an extra slot, but it does mean it will get damaged if it rains more easily. Or I can attach them to the suit, which is, I've got 4 slots on the suit, and generally you want to balance those evenly. Carry it by hand if you want, then you can yeet it at people, that's quite fun. It has an auto-arrange button, which is nice, because it just does that, basically, and evens your weight out. I don't really like carrying stuff on the suit so much, but I will for the purposes of this bit, because these metals are big and chunky. Got a spare pair of boots in case my boots wear out, always carry those, that's good. Ready to go. Okay, there are vehicles in the game, but I don't have access to them yet. So, the idea behind this game, the real, one of the kind of core mechanics, if you will, or side mechanics, is that it will connect to other players and it will download things into your world. This sign was put here by anotjourney. So, you know, I can send him some likes if I want. There are...
Okay, Sam.
This bridge that I'm about to build will show up in someone else's game.
Should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
things like this vehicle. This is a dev vehicle. This is already here. He says there's a guy that tells you, I'm sorry, there's a car outside. Don't get your hopes up. We need a battery for it. So I can't use this yet, but I do know that I will be able to eventually once I get the right materials. So yeah. God, there's a lot of noises. Try to talk over it. The stuff that gets built in the world gets randomly brought into your game, and the more of these different bases you've gotten to, the stronger your connection is in certain areas, and the more objects you'll see. Those can be really useful things, like maybe I'm trying to get over a river and some enterprising soul has put a ladder over it and I get to use their ladder instead of having to put my own down, and that's nice. Oftentimes it's something that shows up at just the right time when you need it, and that's also very nice. So I try to put stuff down where I think it's going to be useful, and then people can, you know, send you likes and stuff, or whatever. Like a shitty UPS Gundam, I do, don't I? I love the designs of everything in these games. Like, it's very beautiful to look at. The rendering of the characters is spot on, especially in the cutscenes. So, yeah, I love this. The look of this landscape. Like, I want to be here. This looks wonderful to me. I'm having plenty of fun just wandering around it, getting up to high vistas and looking out over the lake and stuff like that. This is the part of it that really is the exploratory, walking simmy stuff that some people are going to love and some people aren't going to love. I'm going to build a bridge over there, right? So right now I'm just jogging, you know, I can just move standard regular. If I had a big tall box on and I started doing this, I'd have to sort of steady myself in the right direction. And that's really the crux of the movement mechanics. Also, it means you can do this, which I also love. You've got your baby, who really only cries when BTs show up, and when you fall off a mountain, which I've done a lot because I'm an idiot. I'm gonna put my cool sunglasses on, actually. Here. Yeah, and get your hat. Norman's hat. There you go, he's got a hat, he's cool now. That's the gear I have with me. Okay, yeah, every piece of gear you have takes up a slot, so all this stuff that I'm carrying, that's my grenades I thought I put in storage, which I forgot to save, and my construction stuff. And what else is there? This is my Monster Energy canteen, unlimited Monster Energy. It's pretty great. I wish I had one of these. Monster Energy drink consumed. That's tough, you already ate. And yeah. Holding my breath, scanning the area. Okay. It does love his product placement.
Sam.
Calorie mate in Metal Gear 3. Actually, that was in 5 as well.
Submit additional materials.
In the Ground Zeroes it was. Alright, add materials to a bridge foundation terminal to complete construction. Okay, so... No, wait, what am I doing? That's opening my map. This is the map, by the way. This is where I started, and I've come kind of all the way over here. It's taken me a while to do so, but I've just been kind of going back and forth a bit, exploring the place. Fun map features are that you can do like route plotting. I really love this UI, by the way. Right, so this is A and B, right? I put these custom markers down. Where did I put those markers down? I kind of just want to show this. I don't know, I'm getting distracted, but... I just thought it was really cool that it does this. Okay, let's put one... Let's plot a route to, like, there. Okay, so check that out. That gives me this marker here. And it will show me the route, and if I look at it in the compass, it gives you a little chart of the heights. Maybe it can't do it for one that long. But yeah, okay. Hang on a minute. I'm failing to show this off. Where is my route markers? Okay, there's one. $56 meters. That's over there. That one. Can I zoom in on that one? Okay, I'm failing to show this off, but it was kind of fun. It gives you like a little sideways chart that shows you all the altitudes and stuff, so you think, I can't really go in the beeline that way, but that's fun. Please get rid of all these. There we go. It's already working on me. It's from this delicious Monster Ultra. I really want a monster right now. Let's just do this. Okay. So he wants me to deliver... Oh, I press... Oh, you have to hold it, of course. Yeah, silly me. Complete structure. What do I need? Under construction requires 800 metals. Well, here's 200. 6. Here's another 200. There you go. Finish. It's like 3D printing a bridge for me. Do you find the altitude stuff useful as opposed to just using R as a judgment, or is it just a nice flavor thing? So this is... Okay, so this is where I think... Let me organize this thought. This is where I think some people are going to really love that, like, the core gameplay, and some people aren't. Because all of the little things, like controlling the sway of your backpack, and looking at these altitude markers to go, actually, maybe I should take a slightly different route, or, you know, balancing all of your objects and things like that. All of that stuff comes together to give you a feeling of what your character, Sam Porter-Bridges, is capable of, and it kind of really grounds you in the reality of what he can do, if you know what I mean. And I find that gives me a lot more agency in the decisions that I make over how I choose to traverse the game world. Like, I feel like I'm in his shoes. But if you don't care about any of that stuff, it's going to be an encumbrance and an annoyance, and you're probably not going to find it interesting. Like, the actual chart thing that specifically as an example is, it doesn't really mean anything, because it's like, yeah, you can choose to ignore it if you want. But I do find it useful. I like planning my routes, and I like doing all that little nitty gritty stuff. Like having the planning phase and then the exploration phase. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. I think if you like that kind of stuff, you'll get a lot more out of the game than if you don't. And if you don't like the stuff, then it might be a bit of a slog to get between narrative parts. However, I think it's worth it for the narrative. Because, oh my god, the acting in this game is incredible. The scenes are really well done. I really like the way it's all been put together. That I can say without a shadow of a doubt is very, very, very good. But really, like, everything that I've said there about having agency over Sam, and whether if you like that, you're going to like the gameplay sort of thing, that really is the crux of the game, right? That is the gameplay for the most part. So it really comes down to whether or not you like all that stuff.
Bravo, Sam. That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people.
So yeah, this bridge will now... This is a tutorial bridge, so it might not, but if I built this anywhere else, this could show up in someone else's game and make it very easy for them to get a big motorbike over a river. And that's cool. I think they're gonna like it. What am I doing right now? I don't have a goal right now, do I? So I'm gonna go take a slightly longer mission. We can go and do that. Just chill and explore the landscape. Here it's a problem with some of those parts. You enjoy some of that stuff, but so much of it bundled on top of each other seems excessive. So it's like... Yeah, I don't know. It's like I was saying earlier, to me it doesn't feel excessive. It feels like if some of it was missing, it wouldn't be enough. But like the baby maybe is excessive. Like every time I fall off a mountain, yeah, I take damage, but I don't want to then have to get the baby out and then shake it until it stops crying. Maybe say that in a better way. Soothe it. Like that's a little much. But yeah, I mean, this is me playing the early hours of the game where I'm doing everything on foot as well. Like, I don't even have a vehicle yet, or a power suit, or any of that stuff. Same way if you completes the experience with each part, I find the Nexus to add on top reductive to the experience, if that makes sense. It kind of does make sense. Like, I think it's reductive to the experience, but in a way that means that fundamentally... So yeah, so it becomes more annoying to you than a part of it, basically. Which means, yeah, effectively you're not going to like the gameplay. And if it had less of it, I feel like the standalone walking about gameplay just wouldn't be enough. And you kind of can't win either way. And that's precisely why it's so polarizing. I can liken it to Dynasty Warriors in a way. Like Muso games, I love Muso games, you love Muso games. Hack and slash, doing combos, all that stuff is really great. But if it didn't have any of the combos in it, and if all you did was press X, would you like it as much? And the reason I choose Muso games particularly is because those are also famously polarizing games, right? A lot of people don't like them. Something fun I just want to point out, which is why I'm standing in the same spot. This dirt path wasn't here this wasn't here yesterday. I started playing the game as soon as possible because I wanted to see the world in its most raw state, but stuff like this, more and more players have been walking the same route, and that has caused this dirt path to wear into the earth. As Sam Porter Bridges, you're basically laying the foundations for everyone that comes behind you, and every player that plays this game is doing that, you know, wearing tracks into the earth and putting bridges down and stuff like that. That's kind of a fun idea.
All weapons will remain locked until departure.
Ooh.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I know what you mean, but those games are already very short on systems as is. I think it's more like if you were playing Dark Souls and they added in a foot bunion meter, where after a while you needed to sit down at a bonfire and tend to it, you would find that reductive. My baby making noise. Yeah, so something like a foot bunion meter in Dark Souls that's like a pointless system, isn't it? But like, I don't know. It's really difficult, isn't it? It's hard to put your finger on it. But like, for example, in this game, your boots wear out after a while. But I understand why the boots wear out, and I accept that that's part of the game. Because, you know, you're walking over this tough landscape and you've got all this terrain to cover. Eventually they're going to wear out, so I carry a spare pair with me. If they do wear out, it's not the end of the world, but it will cause damage to Sam. Yeah, it's just that it really can only be explained with what is your opinion of that sort of thing. And yeah, you've said it really well there. It's just like, you don't think it would add anything to the game, in fact you think it would reduce it, and personally I think it does add to the game. That's really all that can be said. It's just got to be personal opinion, right? I think that's what people are going to be polarizing. Yeah, you're probably right. It really is just that. It's less about the systems making sense, it's too many of the systems on top of each other becomes a burden depending on the player. Exactly. You feel that they are a burden and I don't, and that's really all we can conclude on it, and that's really all anyone is going to be able to do is experience it for themselves and see how they feel about it, or watch someone else play it and decide, no, this probably ain't for me. That's what's good about games. Yeah, you know, I was saying this to myself because I talk to myself. I was saying this to myself about an hour ago. I was looking at my shelf and I was saying the best part about games is that there are so many of them out there that there's something for everyone. And, you know, like, I'm never going to play FIFA or enjoy it because I don't really like football. I don't like Call of Duty because I don't like the gameplay. You know, but I really like Persona 5, and I'm pretty sure I know there's a lot of people out there that love things like Call of Duty that will never touch a Final Fantasy or a Persona game. Okay, now it's raining. Rain in this game is timefall. It accelerates. Well, they don't really know how it works. Oh god, what was that? They believe it steals time or accelerates time. Rain usually means BTs in near, and that's not good. But what it does mean is that my containers are getting damaged. As the containers get damaged, the things inside them don't get damaged, but it means that if I fall over, they're much more likely to. Right, so if I drop a container off a mountain, it doesn't damage the stuff inside, but if it's in timefall to fuckery... Oh, BTs are here. Then it will get damaged very easily. So I have to be a lot more careful about how I move if it's raining, basically, and my containers will get fucked up. Right, so BTs have shown up. So this thing's come out. Baby's sensing the location of BTs. I don't really need to be out here right now at all because I don't have a mission yet, but this is a good opportunity to show you what that's kind of like. The only reason why this game is getting so much attention on how it polarizes people is because no one knew what it was going to be until recently. So many people were hoping for a new Metal Gear style thing, or plenty of action and Kojima brand madness. Partially, I think a bigger part of what it is the thing that people really didn't get. Like, all of the marketing has been okay, yeah, so no one knew what the gameplay was going to be. That's one part of it, but all the marketing has been like, here's a cutscene that explains this really weird shit about time rain, and like, here's a magic baby. And I think the esoteric narrative got people talking about it a lot more. Like, no one even really spoke about the gameplay that much. Well, I guess because no one knew what it was. And then when they started showing stuff, it was like, oh, it's a walking simulator. And a lot of people dropped off the bandwagon, sure. For me, this sort of thing is always about the narrative more than it is the gameplay. Because Metal Gear 5 was good and all, but it did get a little bit of a slog sometimes. But I was in it for the story, which is a bit of a shame because it didn't finish Act 3 properly. Okay, so I've already been captured. I'll just show you what happens when this occurs. A lot of the other market is just standing around shooting guns and shit. Yeah, there was a couple of clips of that, wasn't there? Okay, so I got captured and now there's a whale chasing me and my baby's angry. Oh, but... if this isn't visually impressive, I don't know what is. God, Sam, no! My baby! Ah! See, I don't want to have to soothe baby right now because there's a monster. Now my controller's crying. So I got spotted by the BTs there and captured because I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to organise my thoughts. Baby's getting really upset. I forgot the sprint button. Okay, there we go. So if I run out of this cool watery area that exists now...
Breathe easy, Sam.
I was able to escape.
Territory. The Death Stranding's to blame for all of this. The gazers, the fall of America, everything. It warped the world beyond recognition. Humanity had to scramble like rats fleeing a sinking ship. But there's nowhere else to go. There's no future living like this. If we're to survive, we need to find another way. A way to overcome the BT.
Shake the baby.
The Death Stranding, the whole damn mess.
So the baby approaches ototoxemia. If the baby meter goes to 0 through panic, it will shut down. It goes into a shutdown state where the body starts attacking itself. So the baby becomes useless until you take it back to a base and basically fix it. Repair the baby. Which is not my words, that's the words of the game. These things are considered tools, not living beings. There you go. Good baby. Sam was concerned for the baby, so... So the US is screwed, but Monster is still around, indeed. Well, there's a lot of Monster, right? See, I forgot what I was talking about, because all that shit went in. But yeah, basically we said... no one knew what the game was, and some people were super interested in the narrative like me, and other people were super interested in the gameplay, and I think... once it kind of became clear what things are, people were able to make up their mind whether they would like it or not. And personally, I'm enjoying myself. I feel entertained. I really... I want to explain kind of why I like it based on the pacing in a minute. But other people aren't going to like it because the gameplay just isn't interesting to them, and that's fine. Not for everyone. The only reason we're talking so much about this is because it was hyped up a whole bunch and it had a huge marketing budget, which is very clever on the part of not just Kojima, but also Sony, the head of which, one of the big shots in Sony, is now the lead, well, one of the leads from Guerrilla, who made Horizon Zero Dawn, who is also a good friend of Kojima's, right? So, in fact, Guerrilla provided the engine, I think, that this was built in. This is where I'm getting confused. Did they also provide the engine for The Witcher? Or did they make their own engine? Or am I just really confused? Is this a modified UE? This is his own... No, this was provided by Guerrilla. It was in a... Like, the groundwork for the engine was provided by Guerrilla. It was in an interview that the BBC did that came out 4 days ago with Kojima Productions. But certainly everything built within it and built on top of that engine will have been in-house, because that's how it works, right? I use Snowdrop at work. Other people use Snowdrop for their projects, but they don't use the same version we do because they have certain special things. Like in The Division, we have certain things that are only relevant to The Division that Snowdrop can handle, but they might not need that for X game, so they'll change parts of it. Getting mixed up with Fox Engine. Yeah, Fox Engine belongs to Konami, unfortunately. Right, I'm going to go back and actually do something, because I've been wandering around talking about this for too long, and really, it's not giving you a good impression of what the game is. But I've said all I need to say on the polarization and on what kind of things it has to offer and whether or not that's the sort of thing you're going to like. Now I think I just want to talk super opinion-based on what I like about the game.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked.
So what I like about the game,
All clear. Decontaminating suit.
what appeals to
All
me
clear.
is...
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I often find that I like games with good pacing more than anything.
Got a new order for you.
I think at this point people can do the research and figure out if they want to not. Yes.
Check the terminal when you have a moment.
Yes, I will. So I like the visuals. Number one, I like the visuals. I love all the sci-fi stuff. The little blue lights and everything, the way the boxes look. it's just kind of really cool sci-fi looking stuff. I like that objectively. Like, I'm a big fan of Ghost in the Shell, Deus Ex, and all that. I liked all the mechs in Metal Gear. A lot of this is Yoji Shinkawa at work, right? The art director on this game. It's all very neat. It inspires me to want to make things like this in my own time as a 3D artist. The character models look incredible. I've said that before. They really captured they use face scanning nowadays, but they've captured them so well. There's like some really fun scenes with bits of animation, like the lady eating the grub that's like really weirdly intimate in a way, and it's like, it's really well done. The sound design's lovely so far. All these little menu noises. Boopy boop boop boop. This is actually one of my favourite parts of Metal Gear and Zone of the Enders, are the little menu noises. Everyone has their own kind of phone dial tone when they contact you. That's quite fun. So let's see if I can press the briefing here. Will I get a call?
No.
That's just a regular call.
Expanding the Cairo network.
But like, if Mama talks to you, she'll ring like, it's like the Rockabye Baby music, you know?
A few hops before we can link up the closest city too. Once this wind farm is part of the Cairo network, we'll be able to route the energy it generates through the beach.
Oof.
Unlike traditional transmission methods, nothing is lost.
That's quite a long journey.
Power to distant regions and utilize facilities there as electrical substations. You're to deliver a key component. Should be finished printing. Take it to the wind farm and get us in business.
The menu seems like a lot, but really everything is controlled by pressing X, more or less, or triangle, which is nice because, like I said, I work on the Division, and the UX, there's so many buttons and they all do different things, and I hate that. This is nice and simple. Like, I'm either pressing L2 and R2 to do something, or I'm pressing X to do something most of the time, and that's fine by me. It gives you a ton of information, too much information, really, but if you want it, it's there, that's fine. Really, I'm going to take this and accept it. So I'm still kind of getting used to this idea. You have to hold X to confirm once you've done everything, which seems like a small thing. Like, I would press circle to back out, and then it would be like, the game would be like, oh, you haven't done this, is that okay? And then I have to remember, no, I'm supposed to hold X. Like, it's a small thing, but it's one of those that I'm starting to get used to now. It's just the way this game does it, I guess. So, I don't need to fabricate anything. No, thank you. So, what is this quest? Sorry. Deliver the power supply unit. Okay, so that's me pressing circle. Hold X. Good. Do I want to fabricate anything to take with me? No, I'm good. Right, so this is the power supply unit I have to deliver. That goes there. That's my cargo shelf. What's on me? I don't really want this. Let's pick both of those. And move it to private locker. I want at least one ladder and one climbing thing. They can stay where they are, because that's fine. Oh no, that's a PCC. Okay, let's put this on my back. And then there's a space above that for something else. Which is cool, because I'm going to make a climbing rope. Take it to the Matthews Bridge. So yeah, I was talking about the visuals. Yeah, I like the visual direction. It's all very nice. The acting is top tier. Like, he did hire a bunch of, you know, Norman Reedus. Del Toro's in it. He makes an appearance. There's all sorts of really, really good actors, and they deliver their lines really well. And I'm very impressed with that. Like, this is where I come to talking about the pacing. So this stuff I'm doing here, this kind of few minutes I'm spending sorting my gear out, that's... I like organizing things, I like tidying things up. I used to work in a shop, and it would be a constant battle to keep it clean, but it was my favorite part. Being there was just organizing everything and getting it all straight, and that's fun for me. So, you know, I get a weird little kick out of the OCD of getting all my gear together. I'm going to get another piece right here. But I would like to get from the private locker, please. What do I have on me, actually? Let's just double check. I want one of these. Yeah, give me that. And put it there. So I've got a power supply unit, PCC, climbing anchor, and a ladder. Yeah, that's fine. So, see, that's me pressing circle. Gotta hold X. Don't forget. So I like this bit, and then I'll go out and I'll do my delivery. And I'll spend maybe 20 or 30 minutes just wandering about and doing the delivery in my own time. And just, you know, exploring the landscape, depending on what's going on. Because a lot of the time there's other little parcels littered about, and I like to pick some of those up if they're materials and take them with me. And I'll take a bit of a scenic route. And then after that 20-30 minutes, generally, I'll get to the base, and then I'll get a cool piece of lore dump, or some dialogue, or if I'm lucky, I'll get like a game cutscene if I'm doing a main mission. And then I can just put my controller down and enjoy that for what it is. And that's like the loop, right? So I sort my gear out and I have some little fun doing that. I do my walk-in stuff and explore, and then I get a bit of cutscene.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
And for me, like particularly right now, like last night when I was playing it, that was great because I was too tired to really play anything that was difficult. You know, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just explore this world a bit and then sit back and enjoy this lovely cutscene and a bit more of that round robining. How long have the cutscenes been? Are we approaching MGS levels? Yeah, varying. Like, the probably shortest one has been like a few minutes, maybe 3-4 minutes. One of them was a couple of cutscenes in a row that were so long my controller turned off, so there's probably like 15 minutes of cutscene there. That was a bit annoying because it was like in the middle of this really cool dream sequence and then it paused the game because my controller turned off. Don't like that. Please don't do that. I'll turn it back on after the cutscene. Don't pause it, please. What do we got? Mail received from Benjamin Hancock. Quality first. Mail. How's BB doing, Sam? I hope you've managed to avoid autotoxemia altogether. Sorry, it's happened twice now. By the way, I've been wondering, how are your porter grades these days? Getting better and better, I imagine? Or maybe you don't really care about that stuff. Well, in case you do, I thought I might give you a quick primer since I know it could be confusing. Yeah, I actually don't care about that stuff. Bridges has developed a unique system to evaluate porter performance, and it focuses on 5 categories: cargo condition, delivery volume, speed, bridge link, and miscellaneous. That's the little star that you see at the end of delivering stuff. So the aim of the game is to get high grades in all 5 categories. If you ask me, though, you should prioritize cargo condition. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but my cargo is always in 100% condition because I'm really good at this, though. So, and I haven't dropped any cargo yet. Fingers crossed. Okay, so he's just giving me a little primer on... Please try not to break your cargo, that's the most important thing. Don't understand why game devs and console devs haven't figured out yet that it's a bad idea to turn the control off or dim the screen mid-cutscene. Yeah, right? Just... It's annoying. You're really immersed in this, like, awesome dream sequence, and then the little thing goes, boom! Your controller's disconnected. Don't do that, man. But... this is not down to the game devs, this is down to the first party. That is probably a TCR for Sony. Like, we will fail your game submission if it doesn't pause during a cutscene when the controller disconnects. Which is the sort of thing that they will do. It's very difficult to get a game past a first party. without meeting all of those requirements. That's why we have functionality testers, which is the most boring job in the games industry. Hello Lynchy, welcome. You got here just in time for me to stop waffling about what I think the wider opinions of this game is going to be, and start waffling about the things that I like about it. Here's the thing I like about the game. Look at that. Ah, it's nice. It's like Alpha V made a joke about it really early on, but yeah, it's like Lake District Simulator. You just go up this hill. These little ferns on the ground. That's a really cool little detail that really... I can also see why they wad out, but it's clever. Like, it's not just a shitty grass texture like you can see there. It makes it feel a lot nicer without putting tall grass everywhere. It's this nice kind of Icelandic mountainscape feel to it. There's some really good looking rocks in this game. They must have spent a long time on photogrammetry, I can tell you that much. Uh-oh, there's a UV seam. Ruin that one. Okay. So where am I going again? I'm going over there. So I'm actually going to plan a route. That's something that I'm going to do for this. Oh yeah, there you go. There's that little curve. So you can see I'm pointing at it, but you can't see me pointing. You can see that little curve. That's the height curve. So I know if I go directly from here to there, it's not going to be easy because there's a fucking 300-meter mountain in front of me. But that's okay. I can just go around to where those weird floaty wires are. Let's plot a route. Let's go from here. We'll take to, like, this valley seems a good place. And then we'll go to this post box. We're going all the way up there. This looks like this is a forest. I guess we can just beeline it through this forest, right? And go directly to the wind farm. Okay. Let's have a nice hike. It's not walking simulator, hiking simulator. Hiking sim. Oh look, you can even. Let's see if I can show off this really cool game mechanic that only a Kojima game would put in for some reason. Time to take a piss. Yeah, you can piss. Here you go. Spin. But if you try to get the camera on his winky, he turns away from you. I like to sort of mark my territory like this. Yeah, the baby seems to enjoy it. I think it makes him fun laugh. It puts a little mushroom there for some reason. Not sure what that's all about. Still got my dick equipped though, so I need to unequip my penis. Strand. Oh, this is a thing. This is one of those classic things that doesn't need to be explained, but this rope here, the red bit is your blood for some reason, and yeah, I don't really know why, but okay, I guess. You can use that to parry things or tie people up from behind. Not sure how you parry someone with a rope. Ooh, lost cargo. Players lose cargo. It shows up in your world. You can deliver it all the way for them, which is the way station west of Capital Knot City, just down there, and get a bunch of, like, materials and thumbs ups. Or you can deliver it to a post box, which gets you a little bit of stuff, but like another player... Another player can then carry on that delivery and they'll get a bigger reward for it. Basically, you're just helping each other out by doing a part of it. Yeah. But I don't feel the need to do those right now. If I want materials and stuff, I generally do it, but I'll do it later. If I press this button, the middle pad, I can shout out, and that response I got was another player hearing it and pressing their button in return. Which is quite fun. It's a bit like the dooting in Journey, right? Right, so what's that? That's new. Yes, Lynchy, I have spare boots. So this is the new thing that I can do, which is collect Chiralium crystals or whatever they're called. Chiral crystals. What is this? Is this a shoes tree? Sandalweed. Temporary footwear in an emergency. Ah, that's okay, I guess. A plant that grows shoes.
There we go.
So, yeah. Something like this is materials, so I will take this with me. Because I can recycle it at the place, and that benefits me directly. Someone's built a little post box up here that I don't need to use right now, but it plays music. Huh. Wait, what was that? Performance enhancing beverages. What, not Monster Energy? Oh, it's windy up here though. It's like blowing Sam a little bit around. Yeah, it's blowing me to the right. Oh no. I sense that we may be entering BT territory. Rip VOD. Doesn't matter, it's a impressions VOD, right? Yeah, it's raining, we're taking damage. This line here is the edge of the chiral network we've expanded so far. Beyond this point, I can no longer build structures until I expand the network. Sam needs an umbrella, yeah, right? One of the characters had an umbrella. You'd think, Time Rain being, or Timefall being as dangerous as it is, that it'd cover his face better, right? Stamina decrease? No. We're gonna drink some Monster Energy tea and fix that right up. Oh, good. Shit, where is my destination? I put a marker down, but I think I fucked it. I'm going down there anyway. Okay. So now we're gonna start sliding down hills. So I've gotta grip my straps. Ugh. It's kind of fun though, like it kind of feels like you're really just pressing the shoulder buttons, but it kind of because you can do this, it's like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gripping it, and it's a little bit more immersive. Nice little detail. This seems like a way better place for a wind farm. It does, doesn't it? Like, is it like a super windy valley when we get down there? I'm curious, I want to know. Lost cargo, no, it's fine, I'm not going to deliver that. The path you laid down was used by someone else. Oh, that's nice. Uh-oh, no. Oh, what I want to say, yeah, falling off cliffs does hurt you. At the very start of the game, the first thing I did is fall off a cliff and die. And then it taught me about the death mechanic. Sam is known as a repatriate. For whatever reason, he is able to come back to life. When you die, you enter a place called the Seam, which is like being underwater, and then people from the Seam wash up on the beach, and then from the beach they can go to the afterlife. That's what is understood about the world of the dead. Yeah, fuck this in detail. But for some reason, when the Death Stranding happened, people would get stuck on the beach and not be able to transition or whatever. Yeah, I'm still learning about it, but that's kind of what that whole thing's about. Uh-oh, BTs. There are other people like Sam who are repatriates who can come back. Still not properly explained, but there you are. Look at these little plants that are growing because of the time fall. That's usually a sign of BTs. Okay. He also has an affliction called Dooms that a few people have, but it hasn't been explained what Dooms is yet. It seems to be something to do with, I don't know, connection between the living and the dead. Like, they say people with Dooms shouldn't use a BB, but he's using a BB, and because of that, every time he connects to it, he gets like he gets the baby's memories. Whoa, it'd be a bad idea to take that, considering how windy it is, but we're not that far away from the wind farm. It's Fox time. It's not Fox time. I'm gonna take it. It's gonna make things harder, but I'm gonna take it. Yeah, we're not that overbalanced. I think this is probably the limit of what I can do safely without this being an issue. So now you'll see I'm starting to lean left and right. I've been holding my straps the whole time, so I'm gonna let go for a while. Uh-oh. Hold your breath, Sam. No, no, baby, shh. Baby, shh. Oh god, that was close. If babies could speak, they'd be the smartest being alive. Baby's memories like being put in a jar and shaken by Norman Reedus. No, the baby's memories are of Mads Mikkelsen. Oh, this is really bad. These things are just relentless. Can't really get over that either. I'm penned in here. Okay. Baby coming into the stake on Hannibal. No. If people want me to explain what I know about what the baby is so far and where they come from, I will. Oh wow, I lost loads of blood because I held my breath for too long. There's one right over there. I could go that way. I'm gonna eat this bag, get some blood back. So, what do I know so far? The baby... So, before this game came out, I assumed that it was a baby because a baby was the closest thing between life and death because it's just been born, right? It's a little more than that. I wasn't that far off the mark. The baby... I need to get away from this before I explain this. The baby is a baby whose mother is brain dead. The mother is brain dead, and at 28, if it's like 28 weeks and the mother is brain dead, the baby is removed from the womb before it's had a chance to properly develop. So it stops developing, but they take it and they put it in the glass jar. The people who do this do not understand why, but for some reason it has a connection to the mother, which means it still has a connection between the world of the living and the dead, which means it's capable of sensing BTs. Norman Reedus has Dooms, which I believe is the affliction that helps people sense BTs, or see BTs, but he can't actually see them, he can only sense them. So the baby helps him see where they are by working with this device to give you a kind of idea of what distance and direction they're in. Hey fam. And that logic, it could have been a very different game. Normal me just walking around with an old person energy out. It could have been, couldn't it? Like Benjamin Button. Who the fuck thought to even do that shit? Well, that's the kind of fucked up thing about it, is that they're seen as tools, not as living creatures. I'm gonna calm baby down. Oh no. No, get fucked. I'm not going anywhere near you, buddy. I feel like I'm in a real bad place. I need to get out of British Telecom territory. It's kind of fucked up though, yeah. They talk about the things as a tool and they're like, I dispose of it, it doesn't work. But Norman is like, nah, mate, we don't just dispose of babies. My package is going to be fucked when I get there. Okay, so this is why I'm not too worried. These boxes are now all charred and black, right? Because the timefall has ruined the boxes. But it hasn't ruined the contents of the boxes. If I don't take any damage, if I don't hit them on anything, they'll still be okay. The contents will still be 100%. But because timefall has fucked the boxes up, they're now far more prone to damage if I do get hit than they were before. So it makes you play a lot more carefully, but it's not the end of the world if you're out in the rain for ages. One of the items that I put away in storage was a repair kit that can fix boxes, but I don't feel the need to use it right now. One last thing, I started the game on hard mode. I don't really know what the difference between the difficulties is, but I felt like I should lean into the challenging elements of this game to get the most out of it. Which is another one of those things that maybe... You know, I was talking about how I feel like... Oh, fuck. This is bad. Nope. That's that handprint stuff. Cargo container ruined, that's okay, I can deal with that. Yeah, I was talking about how I find that those little mechanics enhance the gameplay. This is like, I'm playing on hard for that reason. Ooh. Normal speeders. How come he isn't getting old in the rain? Because he's protected. He's got like this plastic cagoule on, and plastic lasts a very, very long time, so it's probably been treated. If it touches his face, that's a different matter. Apparently hard makes it not a cakewalk. Reviews are saying it's not a particularly challenging game. Yeah, like, I could probably just like run around everywhere on easy mode and like that would just take away from it too much to me. What about his entire exposed face? See, this is the bit, like, I'm like, why, Norman, why aren't you wearing like a full face mask? Surely this is a problem. It implies, like, as soon as the rain hits something, it loses its time-sucking properties and it's just water. So if it's dripping off of his cagoule, that's fine. But you'd still think maybe you'd wear, like, a zip-up face mask?
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID.
But yeah, you wouldn't see Norman if you did. So
all weapons will remain locked until the...
I am willing to exercise some suspension of disbelief, considering the time travel rain anyway, to see Norman Reedus' face. I'm okay with seeing Norman. Right, we got... Wow! That's the... only the second time I've gotten through a BT thing without being spotted because I'm terrible at it. And they really are quite aggressive. Maybe that's something to do with the difficulty level. Right. Norman, run really... There we go. Okay. So I was like trying on purpose there to fall over and I almost succeeded. And then I had to stop myself. So yeah, I've got a big weight on my back. If I take a sharp corner at high speed, that's going to happen. Bad idea. But we made it. Also, since Fem's here now, let's do Fem a dance. You're welcome. We made it! It looks like he's doing slaps. You have a Bridges t-shirt? Nice. And then when I get here, I get like this tiny little endorphin rush of like, ah, I made it. I succeeded in my little delivery. You know, I find it quite satisfying. So yeah, well, whatever people make of this game, I think I'm quite happy with how it's playing out so far, just in terms of my own personal experience of what I find entertaining. I'm a weirdo. I like organizing stuff and walking over mountains slowly and delivering objects, apparently. I enjoyed Euro Truck Simulator way more than I thought I was gonna. I think it's awakened something in me. Ugh. Anyway. Your takeaway yesterday, instead tonight shall be FBI night for me. FBI night? Oh yeah, you're doing the Deadly Prem. We did it! We delivered our cargo, yay! And look, it's pretty much completely fine. Sure, it'll tell us.
Delivering cargo.
Deadly Prem.
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look? Incredible. How'd you get this here? You fly?
%0 cargo damage. That's what I'm talking about. Skip. Yeah, there's a lot of this stuff pops up. I've never had less than an S rank so far, but like I said at the start of this, I haven't been playing this that long. There's going to be much bigger challenges later, I'm sure.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network.
Like, I've only seen the mules a couple of times, but they can be a real problem on the road when they start batting you and try to steal your shit. And there's a whole other faction to watch out for as well. The Troy Baker faction. He flew using his baby. And while he's doing deliveries, he's delivering that thing called the Cupid to rebuild the chiral network, because why not, eh?
Network bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
Getting west. So that's some more stuff for me to read when I get around to it, which is nice. I tend to read all those when I go into the rune to rest. Which will be when I go back to the west. I probably will go back to that other place. The wind farm shared its data. You can now use the PCC to build generators. Ooh. New features. Bridge link supply requests. Blah blah blah. Oh, so now I can do like optional deliveries if I just want to wander around and kill some time. What's all this? Oh, that's all the signs the players have put up, of course, and the ladders and stuff. The first time you go through a place like that, there's very limited stuff because you're outside the network, so now that I've expanded it, I can see the ladders and all
Makes
that.
what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition. I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet. It was her that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way. I've never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same. When you see her, feel free to tell her I said so, huh? Sam,
Del Toro,
got a moment?
yeah.
I ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is hardly definitive as we have no other repatriates,
now this is Dead Man.
Can turn for additional testing. It does suggest that the
Die Hardman is the dude in the mask,
the
skull mask, like a black skull mask.
Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
Sure. That's
Sam,
Die Hardman.
This is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network. All that's left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders. No sense coming all the way back here empty-handed if there's work to be done. Have a look at that delivery terminal.
Might as well.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Alright, what do I got actually? This facility's got its own materials. What do I have on me? I'm carrying some metals that I found, aren't I? I'll have to keep carrying them if I want to take it into a more useful location. But right now I'm not really that fussed. I'll just drop them off here, why not?
By handing over excess materials to a facility, you can increase the amount stored on site. Now these materials can then be used later for equipment fabrication and so forth.
It said they died. Right, yeah, it's not the thing that died, it's the case holding it that died.
And that the amount on hand differs from site to site. Don't get carried away.
See, the container damage is at 100%, but the actual material damage is at 0%. It just means that if I get hit by, if some mule ran up and punched me now, that container would probably just explode immediately, whereas before it would be able to take a few hits, and that's because of the rain. So it's actually good to deliver as long as you don't get hit. You're good. So wait, I'm gonna that and that get recycled. However, with tools are inside containers. You see this on the right is now all rusty. That's a ladder. It's damaged because it's not in a box. It's just a tool. So that's the stuff I've got to be careful of, really. I do like the kind of rust shader that turns up as it gets more damaged as well. That's a nice detail. Boots are good. These boots are fine. Let's get rid of the metals. Yep. It reads weird. Metal sent fucking dead mate. Yeah, I know, I got confused as well the first time I saw it, but when I got to the place, I looked at it and I saw the two bars and I was like, okay, I understand now. It is a little odd, but I get it. I get why it's a thing. Like,
thank you for your continued support.
Because if the thing just got damaged in the rain, I'd be like, well, fuck, it rains everywhere. This is annoying. But this way, at least I know if the boxes are damaged, I just have to be a lot more careful for the rest of the journey, right? And I can repair the boxes. What can I make now? I don't need that.
Hey,
wind.
Great work.
Okay.
That wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our continued expansion. By way of reward, I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option.
Ooh.
Generators recharge the batteries of all nearby devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
His boots are a bit shit, to be honest. I've done more mileage on my trainers than his boots seem to last. And hello, Tafelwalk. Right, so I guess we got to go back to that other place now. Shall I keep wearing these on the legs? Yes. Wait. No, wait. He said to check for any deliveries here, which is worth doing. And then I've got to get back to Capital Knot City eventually. That's a long journey. 3 kilometers. Through mule territory. Unless I go this way, but I don't know if... Well, I could try and get over that mountain. That might be quite fun, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, well, let's start by heading back to this one. There's like a waypoint, and then from there we'll see if we can get to the incinerator. And then from the incinerator to Capital Now. Oh, wait, that's BT territory, though. It's really bad. BT territory. I'll go through the meal territory so we can see some meals. But I suspect from now I'm going to move all the way back through here. We'll get to see this. We'll get to here. There'll probably be a cool cutscene, which I'll let that play out so you can see the kind of quality there. And then that might be all I do for this stream. But like I said, it's a quick look. It's impressions. We've discussed generally what it is and how I feel about it and why it's polarizing. And yeah. This one order I'm about to do with the bearing in mind that I'm not that far in, I don't have vehicles and all this other stuff. Just imagine that this is basically the gameplay loop to expect for most of it. Starting from now. Okay. Do I have anything to recycle? Nope, I do not. What orders exist?
Congrats, Sam. You're cleared to take on open orders. While they're not as high priority as the ones specifically assigned to you, if you're already heading a certain way and you have room to spare, it couldn't hurt to do a little more, right? Just because they're not mission critical doesn't mean they're not important to someone. So why not do a good deed or two?
There's a fun thing that's happened a couple of times in the game I'm hoping happens on the way there, but like, as I'm walking sort of a distance and there's not much else going on, it would zoom out the camera and start playing a piece of music. And it's one of those, like, it's like that scene in Metal Gear where you're in the truck for ages and it plays Nuclear by Mike Oldfield, you know? It's like, fine, you know, you do you. You unlock side quests. I already had kind of side quests, but yeah. This is an actual, you don't get shit other than your basic reward. Do the side quest. Briefing.
Bridges has printing materials stored at the wind farm. We'd like you to bring some to the distro center. Now, these materials are
like repeatable side quests are a thing, I think, that I've just unlocked.
To get the Cairo printer, we need as many different types as we can get.
I'll do this because I'm going there anyway, you know, like Mama said. No, don't cancel it. Accept. Right, there we go. Is there anything else? Oh god, yeah, I've got to carry the resins, don't I? Gonna carry him on my suit. Yeah, look at that. Package Gundam. Orders for Sam, the important ones, and the other orders are side quests. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like there were a couple of orders for Sam that were optional, but maybe it was like tutorial stuff. I've been fooled. But yes, there's definitely now side quests where it's just like deliver X to X for reasons. Which, you know, if I want to play the game and I don't want to do any story, sure. For me, the stories that have the bits that happen are like a reward for my playing 40 minutes of game, you know. So I'm probably just going to go through with that. What else is on this terminal? Don't need anything else. Claim materials, I believe, is if you've delivered materials to one place, you can, like by recycling, you can take them out and carry them to another place manually. Share locker lets me put stuff in or take stuff out that other players have put there, or right, where I can give people stuff. And that's just my private stash, which is shared among all bases, I think. I'm not actually sure if it is, come to think of it. Or maybe not. And that's just for making shit. Alright. Let's go back. If the BTs have gone from that place, we could get some of that cool Chiral shit. Oh, no, no, wait. Always like baby sign. Hammer the buttons! There you go. That guy got some likes off me.
When you start to play Resident Evil 6, you'll hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks.
Some of the reviews I've seen that suggest not to go too deep into a side quest hole as the story moves along relatively slowly anyway, so you can do a lot of them while you're unlocking story. Yeah, this is what I figure. I figure, like, if you really like the gameplay and you just want to do the gameplay, side quests all the way. But for me, I think I would get, if I got bogged down in it, I wouldn't enjoy it.
How you doing, Sam?
Like I said, I really like the pacing, and part of the pacing, a big part of it, is being able to sit back and watch a lovely cutscene every now and then. So, yeah. How do I do one again? I'm gonna, like, put a baby sign down, because... we love baby sign. Baby loves baby sign. So that you could comfort the babies to lower its stress and all, I could think of it as DS games where take care of the baby sins, where you shoot the DS so they scream, or the baby mama one, the giant bomb video for that. No, no, no! Don't shake the baby.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
It's such a good video. I understand what this is now. Okay, cryptobiotes are these little floating bugs. And you need them to collect, to restore your blood levels, right? They only appear around these red coral-looking things in the wild, but it would seem if enough players piss in the same spot, you can create a mushroom grove where cryptobiotes will arrive. And that's cool. I like that. I'm gonna contribute. Let's
disgusting.
He doesn't like the cryptobiotes. Let's contribute. How do I do that again? Oh, it's D-pad. Yeah, okay. Wrong button. First, let's drink a bunch of Monster. It's piss time. Oh, I've only got a little bit, but yeah, here we go. Zip. Baby's getting happier while I pee. That's really weird. Like the bar is going up. Do you like that, baby? Do you like? Oh yeah, I've got a raised baby bar. Let's... Here you go. Don't shake the baby. No, 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 that's too fast. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, I shook the baby too hard. Helen, I'm British.
Someone's happy.
No, 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 please don't shake the baby. Oh, I should have got that as a sound clip. Hang on a minute.
So for our final segment here, like concept.
Baby, I need a...
I
want a baby!
This is a Wii game.
Where is it?
Just kind of having to feather it some. Is that?
Play it without the doll.
No, clearly not.
I can't find it. The volume's not loud enough on that clip. Just give me a clip of the sound. Man, that's going to be hard to find. Go to 10 minutes.
So for our final segment here, we
This is from Giant Bob.
The crib time.
It's very important not to shake the baby. No, that's... You can't even skip the screen. It's like, look.
I can't even, like... I can't even... Hang on a minute. No, not the Gonzo video. Let me scroll down. There we go.
So for our final...
Let's take some questions from Internet Steve.
Mini Peter.
I think maybe we should take some advice. Alright. Reconnect my baby. Baby maintenance complete. Eat bug.
So bad.
Someone made a bridge here. Why? Why Cooking Mama? Because the game was Baby Mama. Believe it or not, the game was called Baby Mama. Why'd you build a bridge there? Why do people like it so much? What's that? Oh, that's my marker. Alright. You're working on something, you'll get back to me. Wonderful. So this is something I can collect now, which is another material. Chiral crystals. Might as well grab some of those on the way past. They look like golden hands coming out of the earth. It's probably the hands of the dead. Or some shit. I don't know. I'll learn about that later. Yeah, they're like Mama. Mama can cook. Mama can have babies. I've still got my piss equipped. Hold on. Unequip. Alright. Still got my dick equipped. There was a VG Cats comic I'll always remember, which is like she's trying to pitch Executive Mama and Dr. Mama, and then Shigeru Miyamoto just slaps her in the face. Disgusting. So this is that coral-like substance that I was talking about, where they normally appear. They actually mentioned that at some point in the data files about the coral thing. And then I was like, oh, that's why it's all red. I get it. Someone's built a lot of bridges all the way down here. I guess that's fun for people with motorbikes. What are BBs? This is a BB, a bridge baby. Conduit between the world of the living and the world of the dead, and sends BTs due to the disturbing nature at which they are created. Ludens fan. Character figurine. I want that. I guess I'll take that to the Ludens fan wherever he is. Is that small metal? I can take that too. That's fine. Sure glad we didn't run into BTs on the way back out of here again. That sucked. Although there is a marker here saying this is BT territory. I think I may have gotten off track. Still, if I go up here, at least I'll have the high ground and I can figure out where I am. Disturbing. It's not like they've been infected with the G virus or anything. No, they've just been harvested from a brain-dead stillborn, still mother, before they have time to properly develop, and then shoved in a jar, and then they last like a year because they can't develop anymore. They're premature babies, yeah, basically. They're treated like equipment. They use terms like maintenance and fine-tuning and calibration. They just die after a year. They said most of them only last about a year, so yeah. Whether they die or not, I think more to the point, they stop being able to sense BTs, which means they no longer have a use, which means they are disposed of. But also, yeah, they can't develop anymore, so they'd have to live the rest of their lives in a jar anyway. In a way, it's humane, but it's really not. Which motherfucker got a hold of a brain-dead pregnant lady who was like, I could use this? I don't remember, man. I'm still learning stuff about the narrative. I was proud, luckily we don't live in this world. Yeah, you could have been a bridge baby, but your mother would also have to be brain-dead. Still mothers, they call them. Distribution center west of capital, not city. I'm going that way. Why not? Ooh, near the limit. Okay, now it's getting difficult too. Come on, Sam. Most of the time I just hold both buttons and that seems to mitigate the need to do this, but not always. I put in no pissing sign. Why not? That's where I want. Somebody bridges. Left. Yeah, there we go. We've got some momentum going now. Whoa. nearly lost it. Trying to pick that stuff up. I guess I'll just keep going. We've got momentum. Might as well use it. Oh god. Oh god. Sam, don't fall over, Sam. Okay. That's the hard part done. Oh, there's that lovely bridge we made earlier as well. Check your Facebook. Okay. If he falls over, he's screwed. Gonna be like when tortoises roll over. It's true, he'll get stuck on his back. These cases are mostly in good condition, but it would probably fuck up my tools if I fell over. I wouldn't want to do that. Just enjoy this song for a minute. While Windows Explorer slowly crashes. Please don't do that. Alright, okay, good.
Oh, that's so much better.
Shh. Alright, we got a like from someone and baby liked it. Okay, that's fine. You can be happy if you want, baby. Just don't cry, it's annoying. Don't cry on me. There we go. And I'll just copy that.
No, no, no! Please don't shake the baby!
Perfect. Thanks, Maelstrom, for sorting that out for me. Oh. I don't know if that actually downloaded it, or because it just kind of opened it.
Please don't shake the baby!
No, no, no! Please don't shake the baby. But, you know what? As much as it's... Yeah, there it is. Okay, now I have that. So that's a thing I have. Guess we'll make that into a button, huh? No, no, no! Please don't shake the baby. Perfect. It is done. Drag and drop, my friends. Drag and drop. It's normalized for -1. That's okay. All of mine are normalized for -1. My next modding project for this game, well, I don't have this on PC. Oh god. It won't let me click that because it's been free. No! That's as much of that as I can handle. Unless you're paying me. Eat some more grubs. Gotta get the blood levels up.
Disgusting.
What other game used that noise recently?
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that
Mom.
bike running again if you charged it with a generator. Why not give it a try?
Yes, I'll do that. That'll make the trip back very, very fun. You can't remember what stream it was and you commented on it. Yeah, it was Pastry, you pointed it out. Like, there was a game where the noise sounded just like Mario. Was it Pastry pointed it out or was it Maelstrom that pointed it out on someone else's stream? Oh god, I don't remember. It was you.
Beginning scan. Scanning.
Was it a game Alpha V was streaming?
Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Menu sound effects in Diddy Kong when he gets
Weapons
out.
restrictions lifted.
Charge this with a generator, you say? Can I make a generator now? Because I think I can. What's this? That's a watchtower generator. So I could make a generator. Outer Worlds? No, I don't remember.
Construction complete.
Now we have a bike. Now we can be a real Bosazoku.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam Bosazoku Bridges.
All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
That's interesting. Well, sorry, I've never really done a bike before. That's a new experience for me in this game.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
let's see what we can deliver. Lost cargo. Wait. Yeah. Deliver that. That's something some other player dropped that we delivered. Bug Island, that was it.
How you doing, Sam? You trying to put the rest of us to shame? Fine by me.
Speaking of which, Plan 9 was going to be a thing, wasn't it? God. I hope I'm there when Plan 9 gets streamed. Okay, yeah.
See you around.
If you press X early, he does this weird teleportation thing. He does it with all the people in there. Oh, I'd like to point out as well that this game is running reasonably well at whatever frame rate it is, probably 30, on a standard PS4. Which is, you know, fine. I haven't experienced really, like, that little glitch I just had then is the only time I've really seen a frame drop. I don't know about you guys, but I miss virtual actress Laura. I do too. Someday she'll come back. I promise you I'm going to play one of the earlier games if I can get it working. But we're playing Kuan right now. And Final Fantasy. I want to finish Final Fantasy so that I can get out of this hole that I'm in where I'm playing that RPGs only on Sundays and other games only on weekdays. I don't really like doing that. I'd rather just play whatever I feel like when I feel like it and not tie myself down to having specific days for specific games. Gotta get stuff together and go to work. Alright, Lynchy, see you later. Yeah, I probably won't. I don't know how much longer we're doing this, because I'm gonna keep playing it, but I might just play it myself off stream and go back to my comfy little bed. Meanwhile, ties himself down to days. There's nothing wrong with tying yourself down to days. It's perfectly fine. It's just, for me, it doesn't really work out because I don't like I wanted to just play my RPGs on Sundays, but it means that it takes me 30 weeks to get through it, you know, and I hate that. I'd rather just play something else. Like, my taste changes all the time. Like, this, I'm doing a Saturday stream of this because I felt like it. But, like, normally I would just be like, I want to stream, I guess I'll just play Kuan some more, you know? Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, I don't want to. I was doing set days mainly for my viewers, for you guys, so that it was like, you know what to expect on certain days if you're only interested in certain games. But I've decided to just stop doing that and just play whatever I feel like. And you can come along if you want to see one of my streams. Just don't expect a particular game. Because if I'm not doing it the way I want to do it, then there's no reason for me to do it. Right? Recycle. Yes. No, I'm going to keep these. I'm going to take them with me to the next place. Actually, I don't really have anything to recycle. Here's your requested cargo. Yes. You do the same shit, except just once every 3 months. Don't be like me and play the same game for 4 months. Like, if you're really into the game and you want to keep playing it, sure, I'll play it for 4 months. But if I get tired of it, I don't want to feel... I never feel like, oh, I should definitely finish this because my viewers are expecting it. I'm just like, I'm bored of this game now. Streaming helps because there is a sense of... But if I just keep going with it, it won't take that long and it'll be done, and, you know, it's entertaining for people. sometimes that's fine. But if I'm really done with a game, I'm just like, I don't want to play this anymore, I'll just stop playing it. Shouldn't feel obligated to do it just because you're doing it. You've gotten through so many games while streaming now where usually I'm fucking terrible for not completing stuff. Same, like there's plenty of games where I finished it because it's a stream, but like D2 I would probably have struggled with, but I would have sessioned it in a couple of days on my own. But it is a shortish game, right? It's not like a 40-week RPG. Dragon Quest, I loved Dragon Quest, but on like week 30 of playing it, I just wanted it done. And at the same time, there's like, there's post-game stuff I've never done on stream because I just don't want to play it on stream anymore. And there's like, there's the whole idea that if I only play certain games on certain days, I then have to wait a week before I get to play it again. And if like this, I'm enjoying myself, or Kuon, like Kuon is hard. I have to wait a week before I play Kuon again, unless I do another stream earlier in the week. And if I'm really enjoying it, I'm just going to be like, no, I want to play this game again. I don't want to wait a week. You treat games like food or something. You usually end up playing it for weeks, sometimes months straight. I eat the food though, I don't play with it. It's not even games that I'm struggling with usually, I just fall off playing them for some reason, I'm always bad with it. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said earlier, the other day, I'm not doing a stream tomorrow. I wasn't going to do one today, but I'm not doing one tomorrow until EDF because I want to spend time with this game, because if I don't spend time playing the game, I'll just forget to play it and then it'll fall into the backlog and it'll just join that big pile of games where I started it and then I come back to it 3 weeks later and I've forgotten all the buttons and then I have to start again. Persona 5 is a good example. I love that game, but I stopped playing on the boat dungeon for no particular reason, which is near the end. I haven't finished it either. I got really far in, 150 hours in, and then I got the waifu I wanted, and then I stopped playing the game. It's almost as if that was the end game for me. But no, seriously, there's like loads of good stuff still left in that game that I want to do. It's just, at this point, I might as well wait for the Royal to come out and start a new one. Okay. We've got a motorbike now. Vehicles have a durability rating and no longer move once this is depleted. Durability is restored by storing a vehicle in the garage. To store a vehicle, park it on top of the vehicle elevator. Okay, we're going to attempt to drive to the base. For this, ooh, I can store stuff on the vehicle too, can't I? So I could get like this box right here. How do I get off? Square. Okay. Alright. So can I carry this and like... Oh, yeah.
Come on, let's roll.
So now I've got that. Oh, okay, great. Streaming has help. Yeah, streaming does help, especially with small games, I find. That might take a couple sessions. Alright, we have to go through mule territory, but we've got a bike, so that's going to make this easier. The Ludens fan is up there. I've got some shit to give to him. Let's make this our destination. There. Alright. Rock! Ah! Okay. Maybe I'll just use this path that's been put down by other players before me. That's a good idea. But then I always have been a bit of a rebel. Maybe I'll just go my own way. Oh, it's nice having a bike, I tell you. Much quicker. Oops.
What can't you do?
Not sure how I'm going to get it up there. completed 45 games since you started keeping track on stream. That's impressive. I'm gonna leave my bike here and go the rest of the way on foot.
Gotta stretch my legs.
No, you have to hold that, don't I? Yeah, there we go. Get on your back, Sam, go on. Right.
Beginning scan.
Pushing his own studio. There's a Ludens fan.
Cargo verified. Thank you.
So long, bike, never see you again. I'm going back for it. It's still in range, it should still be here unless it rains.
Delivering cargo.
You the delivery dude? Oh, that's a relief. I've just about given up on you. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Respect, man. Seriously? Respect.
Cool, he got some fun Kojima merchandise. Nendoroid Jumbo Ludens hologram data. I can customize my base with holograms, so I think I can put that down somewhere now. Maybe I'll try that in a bit. That's the Diddy Kong noise.
About time I hopped on the whole chiral network bandwagon, am I right? Join the UCA and all that. You can help me do that, yeah?
Yeah. Even the baby thinks this is weird. Get my USB sticks. There we go. Good.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Hey, take care out there. Hate for this to be the last time we meet, you know? So, I'm gonna need a moment to look over what you brought me. But I'll hit you back via mail after. Promise. Hey, I'm hoping maybe you can help me out again.
How big is the map?
Weird, but
pretty large. I've only seen a small chunk of it, so I don't really know. It won't let me zoom out infinitely. Big enough.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
It's Jeff Keighley's face, huh? So yeah, that journey I just did was from here to here on the bike. That took a couple of minutes. That's where I started. It's going to take us a while to get back there. That was the other thing I did. I can only really go around this much of the black area, which shows how big this region is, but we are only in the eastern region, and there are other regions, I believe, so I don't really know how big it is, but it's certainly big enough. Ooh, I think that's more to the point, is that it's big enough, like... Oh, that's fun. Terrifying. Like, you know, you could give a game the biggest map that's ever been seen, like Daggerfall, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's good, right? So, where'd my bike? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, it won't be to scale, but it's probably supposed to represent the USA. Right, we've got a bike now. Let's crash immediately into a rock. Let's try and get back to the first place we were at without exploding or getting attacked by mules. I'm grateful for these player paths now that I have a bike. That's nice. Are there towns and cities anymore, like conventional ones? Not really, yeah. There's like little towns and settlements, like Fem said. Oh shit, they scanned me. But they're sparse and they're not connected. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Connecting the towns to the network so that we can get all the data from the past that was lost and create a new archive of information. Because information is power, especially in civilization. Oh, there's a mule. I'm looking for you, son. I have a motorbike. Bring it on, you piece of shit. No? Nothing? You got nothing? Okay. Mules are people who used to be delivery people like me, but they got obsessed with the idea of having cargo and delivering cargo from like severe withdrawal because of AI robots or something, and now they just try and steal cargo off you all the time. That's their jam. It's more like high-tech Cybertown stuff, so that's a nice generator. Can't whack it down too far. There was an attempt, so the place I'm going to now is quite nice. There was an attempt to reconstruct classic cities. You can see like this little town they started building that looks a bit like New York. But yeah, really it is, it's sparse buildings, it's very small numbers of buildings separated by vast tracts of land. The trouble is most of the cities got destroyed in void outs, which is what happens when a BT connects with a living being. It's like antimatter. They cancel each other out and it creates a huge crater and destroys the landscape. So this is, you can see the one I started at, like Central Knot City, I think this is. There are a bunch of buildings there that aren't finished because it was a reconstruction project, but it just wasn't finished. That's about the size of a city. This bike is nice. I like having a bike. Ooh. So many players now, there's like generators everywhere. Come on, Sam. Oh god. God, no. Durable bike. Bike. Please charge bike. It's what happens when you try and connect a BT phone over one of those old Arnica phone lines. Yeah, it causes a void out and destroys the entire network. So this right here, these generators popping up just in random places let me charge my bike. That's really cool. This is one of the reasons I wanted to play the game early. I don't want too much stuff. Like, the more people are playing it, the more of this stuff is popping up and it's making it easier, which is fine, because that's the whole point of the system, right? That's what they mean by a Strand game. But I kind of wanted to be there laying the foundations as well, in my own way, as opposed to just following someone else's things. I was afraid that it would make it too easy if there were too many structures like that popping up. But maybe that's just a weird thing about the way I like to do things. I've always been very self-sufficient. Although, what I will say is all these structures that are popping up here are quite frequent because I've made strong connections in this area when you first get to a new area, you don't even see that stuff, so it's not even that big of a deal. They thought about it. It's instance for PlayStation. Yeah, it is instance. Obviously, it's not going to pull in everything everyone's ever made. That would be mental, but it will also change over time. They explain it by saying the timefall deteriorates structures and they disappear, so... Fair enough. Right, now I am in a Bridges depot. I don't think I can get as far as the city buildings over there. It's off limits, yeah. So you can see them in the distance, but you never really go into those. Maybe there's one later in the game that I can go into, but this one I can't. This is what I was talking about with that reconstruction. There's like a bit of old New York here. Neoclassical buildings and like brick alleyways and stuff. So that was a nice detail. I want to play this on PC and everywhere is developed because so many people solved it. You want the nice easy story mode, fam. I mean, that's fine. Like we said earlier, the gameplay's not for everyone, but the story is very, very cool. Wow, I can do cool wheelies. Stories I'm looking forward to, yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised by the gameplay, but I'm in it for the narrative as a whole. Can I put this in the garage now? There you go, I have a bike. Speaking of which, let's see if we get something now.
Sam, I received word from Mama that she's completed her anti-BT weapon. Prototypes of her design form a part of your next shipment.
Oh, I love collecting clothes and outfits too. I've got a cool hat so far.
Fortnite City's a fair distance from BT territory, but the weapons should come in handy if any stray too close. They'll also provide.
When do you get to the looping hallway?
Themselves when traveling outside the city limits. The shipment also includes a variety of medicines, as well as human sperm and egg samples. These specimens are essential for maintaining genetic
diversity, the otter hat.
As they were donated by
Conan O'Brien otter hat.
Living outside the major population centers. By taking advantage of Chiralium's temporal properties, we can ensure they remain viable for as long as required. After the shipment's been processed, connect the Cupid. Now, once that's
Why is he wearing that? Don't know. Hasn't explained it yet. I'm sure it will. In classic Kojima fashion. They'll explain it. It'll be like, he's got a magic time disease that he protects with a skull mask because of some shit. I don't know. Fuck it.
Details on that will be in a second order. You'll need to accept them.
I'm sure it'll be cool when I experience it, and I'll be like, huh, neat. But yeah, I'm not going to ask questions until I get them answered at this point. Did I have anything to recycle? Yes, I wanted to recycle these here. Yes, sir, Mrs. President, sir. See, now I have to get to Port Knot City, which is even further away than where we just were. We were there before. That's like double the distance. So it's a good thing they gave us a bike at this point. But yeah, we go from Capital to Port Knot. That's going to be the big one. Perfect. Plug in. There we go. Deliver 4 containers of aid. Since that didn't take too long, I wonder if we should do that one before I start.
Transfusion bag containing blood drawn from you. While equipped, it'll gradually replenish yours.
I don't really need that. Oh, blood grenade.
Sam, this is our first attempt at developing an anti-BT weapon. I had to work fast with what we had, so they're basically modified hand grenades. At least, that's how they're meant to function. They've never actually been tested in the field. Who knows? You might be the first person to kill a BT. And wouldn't that be something? But, even if they do work, don't forget that they're fueled by your blood. Use too much, and you'll give yourself anemia.
I want a blood grenade. Let's make one. So I've got the next PS controls USB-C. That is nice, isn't it? Oh, I can straight up put it on my trike, huh? Wait, what? Select vehicle. Oh, this is pick the vehicle you want to take with you. Okay, got you. Stick this on my back. I don't want that. Oh, utility pouch. I didn't even know I had one of those. Why'd you give me so much stuff? I don't want that much stuff. Fine. Did Korn make them?
Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, I must have entered the void on the way here. And now I am Chaos Sam. Enter private room? Yeah, let's have a look in here first. See if there's any more narrative to be had before I go and do this last delivery. I said this would be the last one, but I know for a fact that this next one will definitely get me some payoff, because we'll be going to a new big city and it'll be great. And hope there'll be a lovely cutscene there. Cool, blood refilled. Wake up, Norm.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Yep, I've got a bunch of mails, so I'm not going to read on stream. Shower. Oh, Otis. I want this hecking bedroom. It's pretty cool. I like the big shower. That's like twice the size of my shower. I'm not even kidding. My shower is tiny. It's like a cubicle shower, but it's the smallest cubicle shower you've ever seen. I can't even turn around in it. It's horrible.
Number 0.
I was okay with a bath shower in my old house, but I'd rather that than a cubicle, unless it was a big one like that. I want one of those big walk-in rooms that's just a big shower. Somebody slapped that booty.
No, no, no! Please don't shake the baby! baby!
Thank you so much for that clip. Let's just get to it. Let's slam 5 beautiful cans of Monster Energy drink, and then let's go. Mum's found us a wet room for disabilities. It's fucking weird walking in there. I don't want a wet room. All 5, check that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and buy some later. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get some beer for Deadly Premonition. That's what I forgot to buy today. I'm gonna need it. Keep slamming him, Norman. How do you feel about this game as a stream game? Because I don't want to stream it because there's so much to it and I want to kind of do my own thing with it, but I felt like maybe it would be pretty good because it's just a lot of walking around and chatting shit in the wilderness. Norman, you meant to recycle? I'm sure they do. They'll probably just break it down later. If I drank 5, I'd be in bed for 3 days. That'd be bad. I hate that of all things that survived the downfall of America was Monster. You know what though? I kind of like Monster. I'm into it. But you shouldn't drink this many, you'll explode. Also, I made the glasses green. You can change the color of them, but I wanted them to be as cool and Monster Energy-like as I could, so I made them that color. He's gonna make a lot of mushrooms later. Oh, man. Okay, so sometimes you'll get to a base and there'll be beers. And I've seen footage of one of the beer things where he just, like, fucking kicks it. He, like, opens it on your camera, like on your face, and then he chugs it and then boots the can. And I'm just like, dude, don't be a dick. First time I came across energy drinks was an indoor weekend music festival and they were giving out Relentless for free. Oh boy. Did Kojima see the time to take a piece video and think Mario has mushrooms? Let's do that. Maybe? You had 4 cans in a few hours and didn't sleep the whole weekend. That's nasty, man. They used to sell the Monster espresso drinks at the pound shop next to work. 3 for £1. And we used to slam those on Sundays because it was transfer day. There was this one transfer day where I was at work from, I want to say 9:30 in the morning till 4 o'clock the next morning doing the transfers, which of course is illegal on a Sunday, but yeah, I slammed a bunch of those. Whew. That was good. Good sauce. There's a cool stream game to chill out, it could be good. Occasional surprises will make it fun. This is it. Like, the story is really, really cool, but I wouldn't want to, like, do this as a stream game, like, 100%. I just think it's like, if I just felt like playing this, it would be fun to just chat shit. If you wanted a chat shit game, right? But don't let that reflect on my streams. I don't intend on streaming this again. This is my me time game right now. And when I'm done with it, I probably won't keep it because I'm not really... Like, if I can finish it while it's still worth money, I'll sell it because I need that for food right now. So, you know. I've got other games I want to stream, but just out of curiosity, I think this kind of game actually makes for pretty good streams. It's weirdly both terrible and great as a stream game. Yeah, if you were trying to stream it to get through the story and show it, it would be so fucking tedious because it would take 1,000,000 hours before you got to the end of it. That would make it a bad stream game.
Take a look.
Oh, here we go.
This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. There's just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise.
How good does Mads Mikkelsen's character model look, though? It's perfect. It's exactly Mads Mikkelsen.
The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
So from our perspective, we know we're in Bab mode, right? And we're looking at Daddy Mikkelsen. From Norman Reedus' perspective, from Sam's perspective, who also looks exactly like Norman Reedus, that's also very good. He thinks they're his memories. He's getting them confused with his own memories because they're kind of merged with Babby. You can go wherever you want strapped to Norman getting shaked. I don't know if I trust you as so weird as trailers where you're the leader of some kind of undead Nazi zombie army in the mud. How do I change the vehicle bits?
A bridge link is another way of describing.
Oh.
If you want to
sorry,
forge
Mama.
a powerful bond, consider a strand contract.
Oh, you can contract other players so you can see their stuff more often, I guess. That makes sense. There's somewhere where I can adjust my bike info, like the colors and stuff, I think. Maybe it's at my terminal. Let me just check something. Where is it? There was something about changing the colours of things. I've lost it. Maybe I can do it here. UI's Lovely Battles One Nightmare. It has a lot of information, but once you figure out which stuff you don't need, it's fine. It's more the user experience that I'm happy with. It feels... it makes sense. It doesn't take a lot of getting used to, and everything is... it feels fine. Like, I'm not pressing 50 different buttons to do simple things. It's just like one button that I need, pretty much. Which is fine. You can go wherever you want, laughing at Norman pissing while stuck in a... Ah, here we go, garage. Reverse strike. So I can store it or unstore it. I guess I can't change the color of it, but the little box to the right shows that it's black, so I guess eventually I'll be able to... I probably need some kind of paint to fabricate to be able to do that. But yeah, that's something I want to do later. Custom bike. We've already got that one order that we took out. This is equipment trial hematic grenade. Don't Don't really fancy that.
Sam, Mama here. Up for performing an experiment with hematic grenades?
Sure, why not?
Hartman tells me they can drive BTs back to the other side. At which point, the ambient beryllium in the surrounding area should crystallize. It's the resulting crystals that I'm after. I'd like you to bring them in for study. So, to recap, take out a BT using hematic grenades and collect any chiral crystals that form when it dies. Afterwards, bring the chiral crystals to Capital Knot's Western Distro Center. It's a lot to ask, I know, but I wouldn't if it wasn't important.
We're going this way anyway, right? Sure. Yeah. Sure. Look how many of these I have now. I don't need this many. Please put these in my private locker. Okay. And then move this to my utility pouch. That's much more reasonable. Alright, now we're good to go. So many grenades. I know, it keeps giving me stuff, but I'm just like, no, I don't want it. Right, this is the stuff I'm delivering the long distance. Got an idea. Why don't I just put all of it on the bike? It'll probably increase the battery that gets used by the bike, but that's okay. We're going to have to maneuver on foot a lot around BTs to test this grenade out, so I don't want to be carrying all this shit when I do it. That seems more reasonable. Are we even? Yep, we're even. What did that just say? Oh, it's because it's on the bike. It was telling me I don't have the items for the delivery, but I do. They're just on this bike. Right.
Okay.
Before we go anywhere, let's set a route. So we will go from here to the zone for the BT area, and then we will head all the way to this station, and then from the station we get to go to Port Knot City, which I guess is going to be this way through all this stuff, more or less. Off we go. I still haven't met Mama in person, which is a shame because I really like the look of the other characters I've met so far. And I want to see Mama's character model properly. Like, I've seen her in holograms, but that's it.
Remember, once you get to Port Knot City, you'll be crossing the lake. So you should make any pending deliveries before then. Take a look at your map and figure out the most efficient way to get to all the places you need to go.
I already done that. Oh no, a ladder. Oh god. Dislike. There's no dislike function. Construction zone. Oh, you've started a bridge but not built it. But once it gets finished, that's going to be useful. Mushrooms. Oh, we're in BT territory now. The rain has begun, and it did a little slowdown. Just to remind us. Right. Bring it on. Hundreds of years in the future and Facebook still hasn't added a dislike button. Yes. There's a reason for it. Kojima didn't want people... His argument is that even when you're playing games, you're on your own, right? If you're not playing online games or whatever, you're sat in a room on your own, and he wanted people to understand that there are other people like them out there who are also playing games. And just a little... being able to add likes and stuff to your stuff is just a nice little positive reinforcement boost that it's just a nice thing to have, right? You don't want to go online and have people giving you negative shit all the time. There's enough of that in the world already. He kind of talked about it in the interview that he did with the BBC recently. Alright, you piece of shit. Go back to hell. Can confirm and agree. How many did you want, lady? At least one.
Down, Sam.
I'm sure we'll run into more BTs on the way. Let's get the fuck out of here though. I don't like fighting these things. Zip zoom! I zoomed out of frame before it got up. That's funny. 3 likes received from BB. BB gave me some likes. See? I feel so much better now. Right, we need to get around this mountain though. I don't think I can go that way because that takes me over it. Here we go. It may be a future Facebook account. I don't know, he's magic. Magic BB. Alright, we're gonna have to go through this territory on the bike. Not something I wanted to do. But maybe we can outrun him. Right, this could be the worst idea I've had so far in this game. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck the BTs. They'll never catch me, I'm on a bike. Baby's getting stressed out though. Nah, we're fine. It was fun listening to reviewers talk about seeing each other's stuff when they were playing. It's nice seeing the gamer's names on things like likes and ladders and battery stops. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. There's genuinely been some moments where I've been like, oh, I'm really glad there's a ladder here because I don't have one and I need to get over this spot. And there have been other times where I've seen someone put something down and I'm like, okay, that's a terrible idea, you've done it all wrong, but it's okay, I'll take it away and replace it with a good one. And then I've repaired your attempt at trying to help people that you clearly fucked up. That someone there tried to build a bridge, which would be a pretty decent one, but yeah, I'm not going to help because I don't have any materials on me. These are nice, having recharge points on the way. That looks like the mule camp. Should we drive through it for shits and giggles? Hey mules! Hello! Beep beep! Uh-oh. No. Sam I am. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Ha 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 ha! Oh, they've got ordnance. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Oh god! Oh, they got me. Oh, nice shot. He like chucked a spear at my bike. And fucked my vehicle up. Okay, I may have done fucked up. Oh no! My stuff! My stuff! Yeah, come over here. Come over here. That's mine. Right, I haven't really got any way of fighting these dudes right now. Oh wait, I can body charge them, can't I? I can do that. Well, that's okay. This is the first time I've really been in a fight with these. And I wanted to experience it. Oh no, Sam! Get up, Sam! Okay. So they stole all of my shit. But it's in that post box up there. And my bike is here. So now we gotta get it back. And this is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna leave a bike there. It was Eve, she swooped in like Merry Christmas, bitch. Alright, we're gonna grab the stuff, run out, get on our bike and scoot. But we're gonna also stealth mission in there because we need to do sneaky and take these guards down. It'll make it much easier to get our shit back if we do that. What do we got? Blood grenade probably wouldn't do much to them other than disgust them slightly. But we do have our strand. We can use that to take them down. Fucking Eve.
Merry Christmas.
So this bit is kind of like playing Metal Gear, but without any equipment. You're going down, you motherfucker. Yeah! Get bound. Fucking take your shit. Piece. Stolen from the thieves. Thick mushroom, my boy. Mushroom. Stand for the bridges. Death Stranding, ooh. We're going to the beach. But the bad kind. The death beach. Yeah. Yeah, we're hiding in the tall grass. Let's go. Guy with the climbing anchor. Guy with a ladder. That's how I'm going to track him, based on the items that they have. That tall grass is over there. That's the best place. Can we scoot past? Is it going to be safe? Yeah, we can scoot past. Let's go. A good way to recon these areas is to build a watchtower, but I'm not going to do that since I can basically see them all anyway. Okay, climbing anchor and resins over there. Mr. Ladder is way over there. I don't know how I'm going to get that close to them. I can hide behind these locks. They want me here. I reckon I can fight one of them one-on-one. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, there was one right there. Yeah, bound, son. That was lucky. Oh god. Where do you come from? Yeah. Oh god, they're everywhere now. Okay, this is bad. Gonna have to do some sneaky sneak. You need the soundtrack? I believe it's on Spotify, or at least some of it is. There's a playlist. It's pretty cool. Shit. They're coming. Are these just more insane couriers? So the story of what happened is, at some point we got AI-powered drones to deliver everything, but then some people got withdrawal symptoms or something because they were like, you've taken the humans out of the system, and some people went totally nutballs crazy and started to think that they were the most important people ever because they were human couriers, and then they just kind of got out of hand. Yeah, I don't know. I know I can shoulder check these people, but I'm having a really hard time doing it. And I think it's because I have the strand out. There we go. Right, should be able to take one down. Yeah! Fucking got him. We did it! We knocked those motherfuckers right out. Alright, let's go get our bike. Oh, we'll get our stuff and put it on the bike. If they're not careful, they'll steal my sperm and eggs. They already did. I have to go and get them back. Oh, you know what? I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that I got into some bullshit trouble and I had to solve the problem and it was all my fault. Okay. What else is here? We're going to take everything they have. Steal from me, I'll steal from you. Oh yeah, some free boots. Nice, I'll take that. I can't take everything they have, they've got too much stuff. But I can certainly take a lot of it. The most important things are these. That's 50 kilos. Yeah, you know what, I might not be able to carry it all right now. I need to get my bike back. I want all their stuff. Try and take my goddamn shit. Build a big tower of stuff. So now it's like really hard to really hard to walk for Sam. He's wobbling all over the place, so I gotta try and take straight lines. I'm gonna put all this stuff straight back on the bike as soon as I can. Jenga! The little box in the middle is fucking it all up. Yeah, a little bit. It's not helping. See what I could do is distribute it all over my body quite easily, the smaller stuff, but there's no point because I'm going to stick it all on the bike anyway in a minute. This is like that time that Tomb Raider wouldn't stop giving me backpacks. Imagine if this was part of the regular delivery job, like people try to steal packages off an Amazon guy and he has to get out and fucking beat the shit out of them and like tie some guys up. Time to organize. Okay. Yeah, now the bike's all off. I need another big object. Oh no, no, it's fine. I didn't notice that was how it was. Okay. And now Sam's all organized. And now I can go steal some more shit off those motherfuckers. Gonna go wait outside for my Amazon guy playing some cool music, moo at him and try and prod him with a light bulb on a stick until he drops some sperm and eggs. Classic. Oh no, don't do that. I accidentally picked something off my bike there. I didn't want to do that. It's the wrong button. Please put this back on the bike. Thank you. What was it? Square. Right. I got all the stuff. Let's run over a dude.
Okay.
Resting near a cairn increases the speed at which someone recovers. The more player at rest in a given spot, the bigger the cairn will grow. Oh, I see. That's here. Here you go, some likes. I'm busy looting all their shit. This is how I would operate in real life, by the way. I feel like if someone tries to rob you, they're making a gamble. And either they're going to come away with your stuff, or you're going to come away with their stuff. And that should be perfectly fine.
God damn it.
Can I carry all this? Yes. Kind of. I don't need all that stuff. Yeah, I took everything of worth that they had in there. All of it. And now we have to somehow get back with this big stack of stuff on the bike. Okay, here we go, Sam. Let's do it.
Time to move.
Maybe we should go back down to where the road was, Sam. Actually, he seems okay when he's on the bike. It's a little bit more sluggish and turning, but I don't think it's too bad. Heavy bike. Oh, man, I love that they tried to rob us and we just took all of their shit. That makes me feel so good inside. But yeah, the bike's battery is like eating. Look at it, it's going down so fast because of all the weight. That's ridiculous. Luckily, this center's only over the horizon, so we should make it there in time.
Okay, here you go, speed demon.
What, talking to yourself, Sam?
Hey!
Wait, that's not... Oh, that's the base. Yeah, this is a watchtower. We're spying on that camp. Lonely readers.
Over here!
There you go.
Hey!
Whoops.
Hello!
it's got infinite parallel dimensions. Oh, BTs are here, huh? But BTs don't know about my additional motorbike skills. Yeah, bridge. Thank you, Enterprising Soul, for building this bridge. It's okay, baby, we got a motorbike, it's all good. The BLTs are coming. Fuck. You gave me a little thumbs up. I was not expecting that. Ah.
Hey, buddy. You're on the electricity fire right now.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Decontaminating center. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
What are you doing, Sam? What are you doing? Right, remember, this is not the destination for all the stuff. This is only our first destination. But I'm going to deliver as much of this resin crap as I can, because I'm not carrying this all the way, that's silly. Baby sounds like a kazoo. It does a little bit. Sure, I have a bunch of Chiral crystals, why not?
Back, are you? You're trying to put the rest of us to shame. Fine by me.
Good. Misk grade 20.
Bye, Sam.
Bye, guy. Benjamin Hancock. Alright. Recycle. All the stuff I nicked off those dudes. That, and that. Oh, I don't really need that. Let's just recycle it. Utility pouch? Like, just get rid of these. I don't need them. On tool rack. Yeah, I'll keep that there. That's good. Get rid of those shoes. I don't need those shoes. Okay. Recycle all the shit. Hooray! Bridget approves. Entrust cargo for standard orders.
Sam,
Standard orders.
if you'd like someone to take care of a standard delivery for you, you can put the relevant cargo in a share locker. Should a fellow porter decide to lend you a hand, they can deliver the cargo to its destination, where it'll be held in a nearby storage unit.
Nah, I don't feel like doing that. I can deal with my own things. Although, having said that, there are some things that I found that aren't mine. This lost cargo. This goes to the way station west. Way station west. That's slightly to the north. East. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. Let's just let someone else do that. It just means put the stuff you found lying around in here for someone else to deliver so you don't have to do it. Oh, Matlin G, hello, I am still here. Yeah, this is a weird thing about this game. Like 3.5 hours have passed and it sure don't feel like it. I guess I really do just enjoy this sort of thing. I was going to end earlier though, wasn't I? But then I was like, yeah, let's do this last delivery and see if we get a cool cutscene. So I am just going to go there now. I'm going to go straight there. Why am I carrying so much crap? I don't need... Alright, hold on. I'm going to donate some stuff I don't need. I don't want that. And I don't want that. And I don't need 3 climbing anchors. I'll take 1 and 1 ladder. And I'll take a grenade because that's kind of useful. There you go. Give that to some other player who can use it. And that is much more like it. I can kind of see why people said the story takes a while to go. I haven't seen a single proper cutscene yet. Yeah, we haven't this whole time. I've done story-based progression, but we haven't seen a cutscene yet. Like, I've done a couple of small side quests, but only ones that have been on the way, so this is, yeah, this is kind of the usual play route to get the story, and it is taking a while. I would hope for one at the next area. That's kind of as long as I would be willing to do it each time, I think. But like I said, there's all these other things that popped up that I haven't read yet as well, and those would keep me entertained in between as well, but I'm just not doing it because I'm on a stream. Definitely a slow burn. Column used my climbing anchor. Right, now we need to get these safely to their destination. And that's what we're gonna do. That's that way. We could take a shitload of metal with us and see if we can build a bridge that would make it easier somewhere. Like there, for example, where someone started one.
Sam, it's Hartman. Your friend and fellow doom sufferer.
His ringtone is like the funeral music from Chopin.
Our affliction, such as it is, began with the beach, or rather, our discovery of it. Once, the question of life after death was answered only by religion and philosophy. But when we learned of the beach's existence, death became something more tangible, knowable. The living soon walked the shores of the afterlife, while dead things, beached things, began to find their way back.
BTs.
And then came dooms, and with it a host of theories advanced by physicians and psychologists, desperate to explain the world's newest mystery.
It's a little steep.
The symptoms were duly categorized and stratified into levels. But repatriates like you are a singularly rare breed, worthy of a classification all your own. The specialists must have been climbing over one another to get a look at you. I wonder what they found.
BTs are here. My bike turned off when they showed up. It's not good. I don't want that. The Dooms levels are like... I think sounds like a level 2, so he can sense BTs, but he can't see them. Then there'd be like a level 3 who might be able to see BTs right out. That's what he meant by level classification. Hartman gives me so much good info. Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. Shit, we might have to leave the bike, you know. I'm gonna try going this way a little bit, but... Oh, shit, this is not, yeah, ideal. Let's see if we can cut a path through, because the BTs being here, the bike makes it so much easier to get around them. I would really rather not abandon it. There we go. Okay, this is not good. Baby's no good. All the stuff, Norman. Get it off the bike. Right, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Shake him off. Shake him off. Grab this thing. Get it on your back. Run the fuck away. Just keep shaking them off. You can do it, Norman. You can do it. These containers are fucked. Yes! Alright. Peg it. Leave the bike. Just peg it. Try not to fall over. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, running, bad idea. But I had to get my stamina back by just jogging, really. Baby's going crazy. It's not what I want. Stressful. Shake him off. Oh no! Severely damaged sperm and eggs. It's all fucked. We've lost everything. It's all gone wrong. Oh well. I guess that's that mission probably screwed. I might have to just start this one again. Now my baby's going crazy. There's a big whale. I want to fight a whale. We learned that this was a really bad route to take, and I should have abandoned the bike and just hoofed it over the mountain on foot. Try to escape from this whale. Right. Yeah, the baby noise is not okay. You can turn it off on the controller.
Without its input, the Audra deck will no longer be.
And the controller microphone is shit, so I might do that.
Head to a private room if you want to restore functionality.
Right, so I think what happened there was we just done fucked up.
Looks like you've got an empty container there, huh? Feel free to submit junk like that to Bridges. You might not have a use for it, but we do.
Okay. The stuff is still okay. It's like 30% okay. We could salvage this, but I don't think it's okay for the mission. I think the mission specifies... Oh no, it doesn't say it specifies a particular damage rating, actually. Normally it says over 50%, but I think we could get away with this. We could salvage this. But I have to go back and get that other box that I dropped, and it's way up there. God damn it. No, the empty container is the PCC thing. The sperm and eggs container is up here on the mountain. So, I have to... Oh god, baby's freaking out. Can't use baby anymore. There's fish everywhere. It went all horribly wrong. That was something. I've learned a lesson. Don't rush BT sections. Alright. Race through them on a bike. Don't rush them if you don't have a bike. I don't know what condition that one's going to be in. I think that one got absolutely wrecked. Oh no!
Sam, your cargo's taken too much damage.
It fell over.
It's over. I have to call this one a failure.
Okay. At least I don't have to run all the way back, right? I tripped and I fell. That's the first time I failed an order in this game, so I guess it's good to see what happens. Then she can't stop laughing. So, it saved it after I got away from the whale. That's fine. I appreciate that. It gives me an opportunity to try and salvage this again. That's actually more than I expected of it. I thought it was going to take me all the way back to the first bit. Alright, we are dying. Drink some Monster Energy juice. Drink some more, Sam. You can do better than that. Oh no, you can't. Okay, so that kind of hash lines on the stamina bar, I think, is because I haven't rested properly in a while, like at base or at cairn, so the maximum stamina level is lower. The boots are getting pretty low, but they can last a little longer before we change them. I'm gonna see if I can salvage this again. Maybe just don't fucking trip over like an asshole this time, Sam. I love the way he fell over, like, it's so classic. It's such a good fall. His fucking face planted. Rectal, I'm like, yeah, I'm not even mad.
Baby?
Baby's not okay, Sam. BB's blacked. Yeah, BB's just, he's gonna sleep. He's blacked out. The big trip, thank you for clipping that. That was like right there. And he just fucking went, what? Falling over is quite funny though, don't you think? I mean, it must be. That's why all of You've Been Frames videos are just people falling over. So close. Well, I'm glad a clip came out of this at least. this random one off stream I decided to do, and then I fucked up so thoroughly at the end. It started to get quite difficult.
This is on me.
Yes, this is on you. Right, Sam. The game lets you save anywhere as well, which will help mitigate some of the longer mission failure things like this. Right, Sam, please try not to fucking eat shit this time. Hold on to your... You gotta use your lefty and your righty and hold your strappy wappies. Also, you're crouching the whole way. Let's do it again. No! Ah, we got him. Well, the BTs have gone now. Where's my bike? I guess I left the bike somewhere else. I lost it. Wait, hold on. Directional scan. We could try and get the bike through here now that we're not under duress. But honestly, it's probably just going to end up destroying our cargo. Let's not do that. Let's just go. It's not worth it, Sam. How do you damage sperm samples? I'm going to assume some of the vials have cracked. It's going to be messy in that case. Oh, Sam, no! Careful, Sam! Safe route, Sam. They got cracked during the big trip. Well, the big trip fucking ended the mission. They're already 70% damaged.
Baby, wake up.
I like that at least Sam has some compassion for the fact that BB is a human baby and not just a thing. Destroyed resins. Highly not recommending this route to anyone playing the game, by the way. This is bad time. I need to go up there through that window of opportunity. Oh no. BT's back, and guess what? Got no baby to show me where they are. But did I get it back? Do I have all my cargo? I have to manually scan until we get out of BT zone. I kind of want the game. This is the game. If this is their sort of thing, then sure. Oh, god damn it. This sort of stuff is difficult, stressful, and that's game over.
Sam, your cargo's taken too much damage. It's over. Gonna have to call this one a failure.
So what I might have to do, if like I can't get this cargo out, if I can't do it, is I would have to go back and, I guess, have it reissued and just restart the mission. But I still think I can salvage it, especially considering how far we got. There. Yeah, the last time we saved was just around the corner from this stuff, right? So that ain't too bad. If only I had some kind of baby repair spray. Might pick it up at some point. Yeah, I think it's the game is so polarizing that there will be copies available like at secondhand game stores. There probably are already, and I think, you know, in a few months' time you'll be able to get it for like 20-30 quid. I'm happy that I bought it day one. I'm having a great time with this game. This is totally my kind of thing.
Sorry, kid.
Alright. Let's maybe just go this way. One of our waypoints is down there. It's only 170 meters away. That's probably way easier, right? Was that a cave? Yeah, good. Good time for rest area. Oh yeah, that looks safe. Ish. Alright, now that I've got that supply again and we're out in a good place, I'm going to save it here, just in case we fuck up again. That was tense, though. Getting through those kind of situations is really rewarding. It feels good to kind of get out of it. And it reminds me of being chased by the poltergeists in Evil Within 2. Wow, we fucking made it. Look at this lovely place. Baby's freaking out though. You guys probably can't hear it. You might be able to. I don't know how good the mic's picking it up. As novel as it coming out of the controller is, I think because of the shitty speaker, I would rather it just come out of the TV. We're back on track. Well, it ain't over yet, Lynchy. But look, that's the city. Oh, yeah, we can see it. Wow. Don't fall. Oh, yeah. gonna play it safe from here. It's actually, yeah, these drops are often bigger than they look from the top. Just like real life, I guess. That'll stay there for the next person that comes along now. That's good. My boots are getting worn out, but I've got a spare pair and we can change them when we get there. That should be fine. I do really like these big vistas. Someone spent a long time making these landscapes. This is steep. Be careful, Norman. Sam, I keep saying Norman. She's calling Sam. He's Sam. Alright, careful, easy does it. And there we go. Ooh. See, now I'm being really careful because I don't want to fucking trip over because I know that'll be the end of it. There's an entrance down there. Yeah, let's go there. Please don't trip again. I'm trying. I wonder if my bike will still be there. Probably not. Be good to go and retrieve it though. It feels good to arrive at a place after going through all that stuff. If I trip over as soon as we get to the tarmac, I'm going to be so annoyed. I'll get to the base in front of the terminal and just fucking face plant. There's a lot of mud here. Do you think this... I wonder if this is because loads of players are around this area. Just goofing around. Tarmac. If you do, I will. we can engineer it. We can make that happen. Please, no. Getting through that was really hard. I don't want to do it again. Go have the big rest. I think I will. See, this is where it could all go wrong, right here.
Rest is advised. Footwear.
I'm holding the both shoulder buttons. I'm bracing this whole time, going down that hill, because I just want to. It does genuinely help. It makes it less easy for you to fall over. If I let go of them, he's all over the place, right? So I've been holding them this whole time. Sorry, your sperm and eggs are a little fucked up, but, you know. That's all I got. I could have used the cargo repair spray on them before I delivered it. Idiot. Could have fabricated one.
You, the porter, the one-man army sent to do the work of a team. You and your 2 feet to fill all them boots. Looks like everything's more or less intact.
Didn't you die in a cutscene earlier?
About what I expect from a guy running solo.
Eesh. An A. Oh, it's the worst rank I've gotten yet. But I unlocked a new song, so I guess that's fine. Ooh, we're getting all sorts of numbers popping up.
So you're going to usher us into a new chiral age or some shit?
Yeah. That cool?
Hell yeah, go for it. Been waiting forever and a day for this.
Not everyone wants to be connected like this. Mainly like the terrorist group and the mules don't give a shit. But these bases seem to be pretty on board with it. What's that? We're connected.
Wait. Where'd you get that? That little guy? Same as mine. Where the hell did you get it?
Yeah, I can't really say. But the little guy, he came with the pod, if you gotta know.
And who'd you get the pod from?
Guy looks a lot like you.
Corpse disposal.
My little brother.
That makes sense now.
So, what? He just gave one of these to you. Why?
I was there with him, at the end. We were moving a body. Things went to shit. There's BTs everywhere. And one of them grabbed him. So he told me to take it and run.
That right. So what's your story? You lived through a catastrophe like that, only to keep on doing the same work? Okay. Been a long time coming, I suppose. You take good care of that little guy. He belongs with the expedition. With you.
All right.
Better if you take this with you too, I reckon. Can't think of anyone who could use it more.
What I get? Oh, he gave me some grenades and blood bags that I didn't want. Okay, thank you. I guess I'll just put those in storage with the rest of them later.
Sam, you've done it. Port Knot City is back on the grid. This community, a part of the UCA. Their data, a part of our shared wisdom. With enough time and enough chiral printers, they'll be able to build ships. And one day, the waters will be ours again. All because you led the way. Though what follows in your wake isn't always good. Any city that joins the UCA becomes a bigger target for the terrorists. But we have to accept the dangers and press on, no matter what. The rest of America is waiting, Sam. Waiting for you to take the first step and connect them to the chiral network. I know you can reach them. Make us whole again.
Thanks. One more C in the UCA, huh? So, you fixing to cross the lake and head west?
Yeah. We got a boat?
No, not for years now. Terrorists took out everything bridges that floats. Only boat in town belongs to a private courier.
Private courier? Don't tell me. Fragile Express?
That's the one. I already spoke with their rep. I'm having them load the boat with some of the supplies you brought us. I'll bet the folks in Lake Knot will be tickled pink to see someone come into port. Been a while, I expect.
Would you have something delivered by a company called Fragile?
Right outside the distro center.
Now that's like Yodel. That's good for Yodel. But it'll turn up eventually, if you're lucky, in several pieces. Alright. Made it. Oh, you're covered in chiral matter. BT puke. BB pacified. Right, the fixed baby. Baby's fixed now.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Let's do a couple of these and see if we get any more, what do you call it, lore dumps.
EX grenade number 0.
We got some new piss grenades, great. Yeah, okay. I think that's as much as I'm gonna do today for this. Streamed a lot longer than I thought I would, but I wanted to just kind of give you an idea of what the full gameplay loop was, and I think the real that last one we did, all the way from the first base to here, was a pretty good example of what to expect gameplay-wise. Yeah, so as I said, it's not for everyone. It really is a hiking sim with excitement and trouble along the way if you're being an idiot. Personally, I enjoy it. I look forward to playing more of this in my own time and learning more about this kind of world. But yeah, I probably won't stream it after this. Just wanted to do a quick impressions that ended up being 4 hours long. So, what time are we on? Maelstrom Alpha is going live in a few hours' time with Deadly Premonition. So any of you who are joining for that, I hope to see you there. And until then, I think the only thing left to do is shake the baby. And I pressed my button and it didn't play the sound. No, no, no. Please don't shake the baby.